No, there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know who you are. Flying up in a bar. Wish on a star. Time to show 'em who's in charge. Call me a shooting star. Didn't even get to cross. I said I'm moving too far. Get to glass. Looking at a shooting star. Got more than a couple of people going mad. I swear they're rooting hard. Tell them I be big in the game like she went and got them breast implants. I said I'm moving too fast. Didn't even get a glance. I'm ready to eat up track like I'm seated in a restaurant. If you had swag like mine, you know it's best to flaunt. We aren't hating because you want. Shining like it's neon. Rock like kings of Leon. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate, I'm with my strategy. When that's enough, then I just have to leave. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Infiltrate, I'm with my strategy. When that's enough, then I just have to leave. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting. Yeah, shooting shots. Shooting stars. Didn't even get to cross. I said I'm moving too far. Get to glass.
This is the emergency broadcast system. The CDC is advising that you stay in your home.
We show up. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party.
We show up in the party.
We show up.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party.
MES.
Oh, every night is like a daze. But oh, I'm feeling crazy as I know I'm running late. Let's wait just one more day. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. Oh, every night is like a daze. But oh, I'm feeling crazy as I know I'm running late. Let's wait just one more day. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. Yeah, I'm feeling stuck, maybe out of luck. I'm falling in and out of time. I hope that you come home, please pick up the phone. I need to know if you are fine. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken. Oh, every night is like a daze. But oh, I'm feeling crazy as I know I'm running late. Let's wait just one more day. I know I'm running away
Yo, 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 chat, what is going on? And welcome to the finals for the Fireteams tournament. I am Sudden Death, and I'm joined by Crosby. How you doing today, sir?
I am doing excellent, Jake. Super duper hyped up and pumped for this match of the finals.
yeah.
Like Jake this now, the Fireteams tournament, and gonna be a doozy. Definitely some back and forth of the blows, trading blows will happen. Team Euphoria and Team Rain, both very, very respectable and very, very heavy hitting teams. So it'll be very interesting to see how the score lines go. And I'm really excited to see some exquisite plays coming from both teams. But yeah, how are you doing today, Jake?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Like I said, excited to see these matches take place. Best out of 5 for those of you asking in the comments section. Should be a lot of fun. These teams are competing for $500 cold hard cash, special weapon skin, Mobile Esports emblem, in-game credits, G Fuel products, MES credits, and of course, record in the Hall of Fame. A lot of stuff here on the line. It has come down to this. We started with 64 teams. 64 different individual teams with over 500 players, and we've narrowed it down all the way to 2 teams and 10 players plus subs. But 10 players, you know, will be a match 5v5 today. Of course, best out of 5. Worst case scenario, there's only 3 matches. Best case scenario, we got 5. And I always like the best case scenario. You know what I mean? 5 amazing Critical Ops matches, hopefully going to be incredibly close. Now, Evil Vision did win on stream last week. There might be a little bit of confusion of what happened. I see people right now saying it didn't EV win. So Evil Vision won on stream, and it was a lot of fun to watch. However, they did not advance because they didn't follow a couple of rules and regulations. And they took responsibility for that. They said, hey, we messed up. We're sorry about that. And we respect either decision either way. And because they didn't follow the rules, and we are big on making sure everybody follows the rules, here at Mobile Esports, they went ahead and backed out, and that means Euphoria has advanced to the finals. That is what happened behind the scenes over the last week. So yeah, Euphoria is going to be competing here today versus Team Rain.
Indeed. Super excited.
So we got a couple things we're going to do before the match starts. We're currently preparing it right now, but we got an awesome throwback video we're going to show you that has some clips of the original Fireteams tournament, which was the first tournament ever done by Mobile Esports, as well as the first tournament ever for Critical Ops. We're going to go ahead and play that video now, and then we're going to play a top 5 clips from the tournament, and then match number 1 should be ready. So we will see you on the flip side chat. Here is the throwback to the original Fireteams tournament. Maybe you'll see some familiar faces, or maybe they'll be new to you. They're definitely familiar to me. See you on the flip side.
Hey everybody, we are live.
I'm very excited to be in this special event. It's the first time we have something that big on mobile. And I just want to talk a little bit on how it all started. And after being a part of the mobile community for over 3 years, I have come to know many talented players and skilled individuals. And a lot of the players in this community put so much effort into training and distinguishing themselves with a unique set of skills.
Stay back! He's coming for him though. He wants to get a kill. I admire it. Oh,
they're trading shots.
Okay, Wadi.
Oh, look at that! Wadi's son with a sneaky shot takes out App Universe.
Wow, man.
Lato sees one. He's gonna go ahead and take out LSR Noob. Yo, Brothers of Darkness. Pulling it, man. They're pulling it.
That Team Apex is not doing that really good work.
Does anyone have any intel on these teams? I actually don't.
SRK, Empire, that's, they've got a few EN members in there. I think it's Dan Hunter and Savs. I don't know much about them.
Fish Dix is in the house. Fish Dix Gaming. I see Plato, JRB, Cool Stream, him, Jeff. I see Run here. These are strats that work in pub matches, but not well in these pro competitive matches, 3v3s.
Zohan all alone. He's getting shot out from every corners. Oh, that's a 1. That's a 2. Can you get the? Oh no, dude, he almost.
23 health. Here's the thing. How do you disarm the bomb now? As soon as you're on that, he's got a 5-second window to roll out and kill him. Let's see what Wero does. He needs to hunt Wero down. Does it.
Last round.
That's right. They're pushing B this time.
Last round.
Now the Star is trying to push B, going to the classroom, and they find and taken out Rustland, Fruit taken out, and Million taken out, SDK, and Million taken out too.
Bloodbath in the glass room. Clean up in the glass room. Get down low, Frydog and Endless, guys. They were working the rooms, getting people in the matches. It couldn't have been easy.
Yeah, it was a lot of work.
You guys guys should take a group picture.
Group picture. Can someone screenshot this?
Screenshot it, guys. Screenshot.
Someone get that? Hey, there we go.
Yeah,
Shoot picture.
I screenshotted it.
Indie Poo, that's Indie Poo back there.
Welcome back, chat. What some memories right there. 2016, the first ever tournament Mobile Sports hosted, as well as the first ever tournament for Critical Ops, and we've come full circle almost 5 years later. Crazy to think it has been
wild,
that
man.
long. And
Wild.
the advancements in Critical Ops, man, looking back at those OG menus and spectating view,
Right?
crazy it is. It's so
That's
real
crazy.
going back and checking that out. So I think we might be ready. I'm waiting for confirmation. We might actually hop into the match and then play the top 5 clips after match 1. I'm waiting here to confirm that.
Yo, I'm taking a peek at the video again, and oh my goodness, some faces. You got PC,
right?
Patriot Code and Recoils, Frydog, and I don't remember the guy in the back. I'm sorry, the guy in the red, but PC.
Ill
dude,
Shots.
Damn. Ill Shots. That's right.
Man, that's crazy, man. All 5 years ago.
That's
All right, so
nuts.
we got the match. Everybody's in the room. They're fetishing, making sure everybody's following the rules and regulations, so there's no suspicious activities or anything going on. After match 1 starts, guys, we're going to play the top 5 clips. The top 5 clips from the Fireteams tournament right now. The Mobile Esports team spent multiple days scouring through every single second, down to the millisecond, not really, but they went through second by second, looking for the best clips to clip them out and put them in a video montage for you. Here it is, chat. Let us know which one your favorite clip is down in the comment section down below. And when we are back, you should only have to look at our semi-attractive faces for a few more minutes, and we should be back to match number 1, or heading into match number 1, that is. Chat, we'll see you on the flip side. Top 5 clips here for the tournament.
Yo.
Pow pushing through. Boom, boom, pow. Happy's the first strike, final blaze, explore, but that all right. Pow's gonna be there, finally flush before the damage to his team. It's a 4v3 right now, 3 up on the CT side. Make that 2 up, 1 up on the CT side. Pretzel's doubling up, and it's low. He's low to the ground, but Pretzel's who's gonna twist them up, man, and that's gonna be another round going to the CT's down less. 20-9 and 19-9. Like, that's in the margin of error. Code and Naruto, 13-12, 11-13. Again, in the margin of error. In a match like this, like 11-13, 13-12, so close. Code somehow get that quick scope there, and Claw doubling up there with the frag grenade. 1 left alive here on the T side. That's gonna be Naruto, and he's not gonna be able to do much after he got Claw. It's tied up once again. Code, you working at that Euratio, man. What incredible play, expert play, just surgically picking their team apart. He came right up on them. I guess he decided to make some G Fuel. Big kill there from Fallen Knight coming in. A crucial clutch kill. Daylight. Flash. Gonna see player here. Find 1. Going for the other one behind the box. Oh my lord, how did he get that flick? He's down to 1 HP. Barely staying alive and comes up with a 2-piece. The bomb has been planted, but they were easily able to defuse this. And Xenocide has retied the match out. How did Xenocide Daylight get that?
Bomb has been defused.
Look, it's like light speed right there. Changing from daylight to light speed, man. Clutch first kill here. On a He's trying to double up. He does. He's going to go for another. He does. He gets a triple kill. Goes for the quad. He gets him off. And that's a point going towards Xenocide once again. And they've taken the lead here. Yes, coming out. Sugar Big. It's a quad kill right there. All those raid players. Why did they do that? Exposing those stairs mid. That is not a good decision there on their part. Unbelievable there by Visit. Quad triple kill. Quadruple kill. Welcome back, chat. We are knifing for sides here. We'll go ahead and come on in and take a look at that. I think they're knifing for sides as we speak. Gonna decide what's gonna happen here. Euphoria here on the T side, and of course Rain here on the CTs. Decided which side they're gonna go to, throwing a couple pistols out at each other. Just right now, working with it. That's what they're gonna do. CT's advancing. T's backing up here. Mixage is leading right now. Recruit's right behind him. Gonna slice at him. Recruit's gonna drop a couple players down. Fallen Knight gonna slap on the face. Mixage and Room's gonna kill respectively. Looks like Euphoria will be deciding on the sides. Rooms finishing off Vanoli there. And it looks like Euphoria will be starting out here on the CT side. Waiting for the final confirmation. And then we're going to hop into the match. This tournament started like 6 weeks ago. And here we are. Narrowed it down for 500 players, 64 teams, down to 2. And we're going to see who is the champions. It looks like we are live, chat.
I do believe we are indeed.
Get on in here. Here we go. The moment you all have been waiting for. Euphoria versus Team Rain, and we are off.
Don't forget to share the stream with your friends. Go ahead and let them know that the Critical Ops Fireteams tournament finals, Team Euphoria versus Team Rain, is going on right now. Go ahead and share that, and let's get into this first round right here. It's looking as if we have a couple people towards A that are just chilling over here. Euphoria seems to have picked that bomb site of choice for the defensive side, and actually Hatch rather does indeed get that first frag of the round. This is looking like a very slow push over here, and Fallen Knight gets the pick. Oh, okay, a lot of stuff going on right now, and a whole slew of kills going down, and ultimately Euphoria picks up that first round with 3 players still alive. And well, that's an interesting start right there. I didn't think it would end up being that quick of a round once everything was said and done there.
Well, by quick, and of course, Euphoria now having the cash advantage here. We'll try to take the lead up by 1 more here in round number 2. Vroom sitting up solo here on B. Looks like the teams will start to push over here towards the A side. Faultless is the bomb carrier. Grenade going off down there. Knight taking a little bit of damage. Smoked out right here. Be big to see proper utility utilization here on this map.
Definitely. Lots of open lines of sight, lots of nooks and crannies where you can exploit very well placed smokes, for example, or even flashes. Grenades as well. To be honest, anything and everything in terms of utility is very useful in this map specifically. And Hatch picks up a 2-piece right there, pulling out them X-23 claws and just digging into his enemies right now. 5-3 in terms of the player count on the board in favor of Euphoria.
Hatch trying to go for another one, not going to find anybody. Room's going to drop Vanoli on the ground, getting the assist there for Hatch. Knight coming from behind, finding him with the deagle.
Oh, the turn and burn. But Knight does indeed take Rakusa out after that turn and burn. 2 versus 1, 40, just under 40 seconds left. And as I say that, Fallen Knight says, hey, I can't see, and does get taken down and out for the count. As I think Hatch got a 4 or 3K total there, as Euphoria is up right now 2-0 in terms of round count.
Not even surprised they had the cash advantage there. Rain playing their eco very well, though. They're going for a little bit more of a full buy this time, pulling out some SA-58s and AKs, and we'll try to go ahead and put a point on the board here in round number 3. Bomb being thrown out here. Gun here towards Tree Elmo. Flashbang going out, and Geisha is going to be the player pushing out. I guess he's going to be finding by CT Bridge. Vanoli is going to be opening up the match here for round number 3. That is for his team Rain. Hatch getting dropped by him. Geisha getting tagged, going to drop on back just a little bit. Pop the reload. Teasing these players right now over on the A side. They need to watch B. Rooms is over there with the SA-58. Or excuse me, take that back. It is the M4 this time. See player found a nib. Faultless is going to tag him. There's a frag grenade over there. Going to try to drop him on the ground. Giving themselves some cover here. They got to watch out. They're going to get tagged. Bunny. Blind fire coming out of there.
They're still committing. They're still committing to A. Interesting. No significant moves. Never mind. One person does indeed end up pushing up forward, and that's Fallen. Gets a 3-piece right there. He gets a 3-piece with the kill. And 2-1. 2-1. That kind of how you expected it to go in terms of CTs maybe taking the first 2 rounds or so. Whoever wins the first 2 rounds, and then the third round, the other team gets their bearings and claws over and gets a round of their own. Fallen Knight at 7-2 in terms of KD, and on that on the Rain side rather, and then on Euphoria's side we got Hatch at 5-1 for the KD. So fairly similar up at the top. Vanoli.
Right now everything's pretty much even. I mean, it's beginning of the match here.
Yeah.
EU had the first win there on the pistol side. They got the cash. Not a huge surprise they're up here 2-1. But right now, Rain working on trying to even the scoreboard up here. Put it at 2-2. Melody getting away with the gunfight here inside a cafe. Finding Mix. Goes back, watches CT spawn. Bomb has been planted here. Only 2 CT players remaining. Rakusa is one of them playing. It looks like Eco. You're gonna drop Melody, was totally unaware of him moving up there towards Cafe. Great map awareness by Rakuza, doubling up there with that AK in hand. 1 versus 3 here, gonna try to just last this one out, but Knight is there and gonna put him down on the ground. Not taking that AK to round number 5, and it's all tied up here, 2-2.
Mom, get the camera. That's definitely a situation right there where you would have definitely liked to have a camera if you're playing in a pro match. Get that nice 3-piece, and of course, all pros, everyone in this matchup is playing it, so they're gonna have that to show for their highlight reel if they so choose. So,
oh, definitely.
And,
so,
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see here. Euphoria has a better win-loss ratio here on Canals compared to all their past matches here than Rain. Although Rain's looking great here as they're pushing up here. One player for Noli over here, watching B.
Gesha right now. Oh, okay. Follows picks up a nade right there on Mixaged, and Gesha gets the assist, I believe. Okay, well, nades are just free flying right now as Melody picks up another one on Rakusa, and this is now a 2 versus 5. T's looking hot right now. Bombs down on the A-bomb site, and while site is in their full control, this is going to be extremely difficult for the CTs to do anything about it. They're probably just going to opt to save, and that's, I think, what's... Oh, okay, maybe not rest. Rest didn't really want to do that. He just wanted to take a quick nap. But I think Rooms is just going to chill.
Yeah, he's going to try to get a kill. Not going to be able to do it.
Okay,
Knight
never mind.
got some great positioning, comes around that corner, and it drops it out of the ground. And Team Rain here, taking the lead in map number 1, 3-2.
Interesting. So Fallen Knight actually has double the kills, like double the frags as Hatch does. He's at 10-2, whereas Hatch is at 5-3.
Yep. Yeah, you really got to watch out for Knight in this SG. He just slays with it. You got to get him down here. What they're going to have to do here on the CT side to get him down, I don't know yet. Don't think they want to go for snipers. Some better grenade.
Oh, they went for fast plant.
Yeah, we have Rush B here. Fall Knight doubling up already. Cruiser going to put down the ground before doing more damage. She's going to double up there. And Flawless comes in with a 3K. Another
triple.
And Team Rain extending their lead up to 2 now.
Sorry, I got to bring that every single time someone gets a triple.
Oh, you got to, man. You got to.
You got to.
For the OG gamers here in the chat. Yeah, you're looking at Fallen Knight at 12-3. Hatch 5-4. And you're looking at the bottom of the scoreboard. Geisha actually got a donut there in the K column. Not a good situation to be in. But you don't really, it's okay to have a donut in the K column here in round number, what is this, 7? Because Knight's 12-3.
Holy moly.
Vanoli has pulled out the sniper rifle. Rakuza working with a sniper rifle as well.
I just realized everyone's ping is relatively decent, especially for comparison's sake, right? Mm-hmm. It's nothing super extravagant, or maybe Gesh is a little bit on the high end, but everything else, Faultless maybe a little bit too, but for the most part, everyone's within, a reasonable thing. Okay, Rooms.
And Mixage in there as well. 2-piece of their own. Working at those Augs. Both of them. Big kill there from Rooms. He got the Vanoli, who's using the Euratio down there on Catwalk. Prevented that from being used. And just a complete, waste of 4,000 cash right there on the T side.
I think Rakus is also opting to use their Euratio right now on the B defense. Interesting.
That was a big round there because, yeah, Rakuza did go for the sniper rifle buy and was very low on cash. A couple other players on the CT side were very low on cash. They had lost that one. Oh, Rakuza working that sniper rifle.
That quick scope.
Singing a beautiful tune there, dropping a melody. Trying to go for the jump shot, not going to hit it. Hatch is there, finding Flawless. EU looking like they want to try to tie this up here in round number 8. Hatch, but you're not going to find Knight before he can do damage to his team. Bomb is down here, has been picked up. Excuse me, has not been picked up. Vanoli.
Oh, the wallbang! Hatch gets the wallbang. Yo, that's some prime communication there. There were, I think, 2 people there on elbow, and one was behind the enemy and one was in front. And with that information, I do believe Hatch decided to just go for the wallbang through the truck, and it ended up connecting. Whew, that's some communication, top tier communication if I've ever seen it right there.
Tied back up here, 4-4. Hatch. Now 8-4. Interesting watching the top 2 fraggers here.
Bro, all I'm seeing are people getting flashed.
Lots of flashes going on for that. That's what we're talking about. You want to see those utilities properly utilized here on this map. There's so many long ranges of sight that need to be smoked out. Flash tees from pushing up on the bomb site, and as well frag grenades to soften them up. Whichever team can, I think, best utilize those will probably be victorious here in round number 1 or map number 1. Work with these sniper rifles. Nice, gonna find Rakuza. Hatch putting down Geisha. 3 versus 3 here. Hatch working out with a quick little flick. Oh, man.
Oh, it didn't fully connect, I guess. That was some quick footwork by the opposing player. And Fallen! No way. That quick scope what came in. Vanoli able to take out Rooms right there. Rooms did get some shots into him, but unfortunately for him, not able to do anything with those shots. And Fallen finishes off Resty right there. And this is now a 4-5 round count in favor of Team Rain. This is looking very, very good if you're a Team Rain fan, specifically because of the scoreline, but as well as the actual KD for Fallen and the rest of the players, I assume as well, because you know it's on the up and up. We won't look at the last 2 over there. They're special cases. They're different cases. But in general, everything's looking really nice for the T's. As I say that, there's a whole slew of snipes coming down, as well as Mixaged and his AUG act does indeed get a kill right there. This is now a 4 versus 2 in favor of the CTs.
I'm looking at Fallen Knight's average KD, 1.25, spread out through the entire tournament. 1.25, definitely putting in an impressive showing right now. What was that, 3.2, 3.3 KD right now? Rocking here on map number 1. Rest and Hatch getting kills respectively. Going to put the remaining T players on the ground and tying the round count back up. This is what we wanted to see, man. Close match thus far. I mean, we probably will be going to the flip 7-5, maybe, but definitely 7-5, maybe 6-6. Hopefully 6-6. Have it very, very close.
This is back and forth.
Yeah, back and forth, a little bit of hot potato, man.
Exactly. Someone has that hot potato and, you know, trying to let go of it really quickly, and, well, 5-5, all tied up.
Hatch getting a nice kill there.
Bro, these guys, they're so good, dude. I look at that and I'm like, all right, I could have probably done that in with 5 hours of warm up. These guys just straight up it's a routine. It's regular for them. That's crazy. That's very interesting.
It's muscle memory at that point. You see the play, you see the little head, boom. Quick flick. I mean, the flicks that we've seen this far, flicks from Hatch and Faultless and Fallen, on point. They're quick.
Coming on, yeah.
But only trying to rock a CT player back there by T-Bridge. Gonna pull on back. Surprised he hasn't tried the reloading. Melody gonna find Rooms. Smoke grenade is down here. Vanoli getting a kill there through the smoke. A big Hatch has gotten dropped. 2 CTs left. Make that 1. Mix is trying to work with it, but Melody humming a beautiful tune. Doubling up there with that SG. Gonna take his team up here by 1 here. 6-5. Do we go into the flip all tied up, or is it gonna be a nice little Rain lead?
All right, I think Euphoria is gonna bring this one back and have it all tied up going into the flip. That being said, well, I don't know, because it hasn't happened yet, so we'll have to wait and see. But Rest does indeed get that first frag of the round, taking out Vanoli with a nicely placed AUG shot to the noggin, and Hatch does indeed as well, and my prediction may be coming true right now. This is
such a big round here for Team Rain. Ooh, Rakuza getting a great surprise kill on Fallis. Comes up the stairs there. Was not aware of him at all.
Jeez.
There we go.
Well, some people say I have the ability to foresee the future. Some people. They call
all tied
me,
up here.
They call me Charles Xavier. Although I can't do that. Anyway, what?
That's a big round there for Rain. If you're able to win that, you go into the flip, you're up 2. Obviously, a big round for EU as well, but for Rain, you go into the round, you're up 2. You're now on the CT side. You got that nice advantage moving into it, but there's no advantages at all right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, I mean, you looking at the scoreboard here, fairly even. Hatch and Fallen having a great map so far. But only doubled over there with the Deagle. Hack can put it down to the ground before he can do more damage to his team. Rakuza coming around here. Bomb has been dropped over towards the A site. There's only 2 players left alive here, and Rain is looking like they are poised to take this pistol round. They do indeed. Geisha. Is that the first kill for Geisha? It is indeed. Geisha getting the first kill here on the flip is going to allow his team
Congratulations.
to win the pistol match and go in here with the advantage as well as the cash advantage.
Indeed, just a big congratulations to Geisha right there. No longer in the agency. You are now at 1-9, and I tease because it's one of those things where if you get a donut, you get teased a little bit.
Wait, Geisha, just looking at ping over the past few matches, has always consistently has much higher ping. I don't know if he is playing in another region.
Night.
Oh,
and Geisha, there you go.
I think it's the first time I've seen the TRG actually pull out here in a tournament setting. TRG and Deagle in hand, and the CTs are going to take that round very quickly.
That was fast.
The 2-round lead we were talking about them having going into the flip, well, they have just created it here and are looking like they're going to sting this 3 here. EU has a little bit of cash to work with here. But it looks like most of these players are going to decide to go for an eco round, maybe a grenade or two. Go ahead and let them take it up 9-6, and then respond, being able to hit back with some bigger weapons. Looks like we're rushing B here. Pro strats. Flash is moving out, smoking and cover. Mixage coming out of the corner with a Deagle in hand. Looking to see if he can find anybody. Sees a player, CT player. Odorzep is going to put it on the ground. It's Geisha. They're totally unaware of him being there, or at least it looked like it. Hatch funny fall Knight before he did damage his team. Rakuza down to 8 HP. Gonna watch his CT long here. Peeking around the corner. Hatch finding Melody. Nobody's yet to get dropped here on the Euphoria side. Just as I said that, Follows is going to pick up a kill there on Rakuza down here bottom cafe. Rooms are spawning from top bridge. And it's going to be all up here to Vinoli. He's able to get a kill, but nothing more than that. Mixes, you're going to put him down on the ground. And Euphoria striking back here. Mostly an eco round for them too. I don't think anybody bought any primary weapons that round. Excellent take of the bomb site, and the CTs just had no idea what was going on. And that's what we're talking about, the proper utilization of those utilities. They smoked and flashed excellently. I believe Geisha was stunned there, could not see, and allowed, I believe it was Mixage to get the kill and pick up that gun, move into cafe. Just absolutely fantastic here from Euphoria. Great site take.
Lots of people in the chat saying they're proud for Geisha.
Oh. Resty!
Okay. All right.
Rest in pieces to those 4 players right there. Fallis! Gotta be careful, man. He might end up being ace. Rest back here. He might actually be able to get the ace. He's gonna try to do it. Rest, moving back. See if we can see him. I think he's gonna get it, man. He's tagged him on the rooms. Oh, man. Send him to his room, man. Lock him up. He's gonna take that ace away. 4K, 3 with the AK, and then just throwing a grenade in there, man. Got the brisket meal.
He just said, hey, hold this for a second.
Yeah, man.
The guy didn't let go. That's crazy. That's nuts. Like, how do you get a 4K? Like, bro, okay. Anyway.
All tied back up. I mean, that little lead Rain created just evaporated. It's totally gone now.
Gone.
Knight working the sniper rifle here.
Ooh, Rest might actually have another frag in his hand right now as he's inching up towards B from long. Rack, though, pulling off that U ratio kill with Vinoli. This is now a 4 versus 5 in favor of the T's. Just over a minute 20 left in this round. And maybe Rest doesn't actually have a kill in his books right now. He definitely did get a hit marker with the grenade. And there we go. Never mind, I was right. So Rest does indeed actually get Geisha, and then 2 more fall right there. 1 left. Holy, okay. This is supreme demonstration of just the resilience from both teams round to round. Both teams are literally going back and forth, blow for blow, and just absolutely decimating their opponent 1 round, and then the next round they get decimated. It's just back and forth. Literally, like that's all that's going on right now. 8-9 in favor of Euphoria. That's crazy.
EU's looking good here, and statistically, stats do favor them. They had the better win-loss ratio and the better KD on average here on this map. And you can see, I think the reason they have the better stats here on this map is just from how they're utilizing utilities, man. They're bouncing them off the walls properly, giving themselves great cover, and it's just something I haven't seen Team Rain do. They've done some of, but just not enough, and I think that's ultimately going to give this map 1 here to Euphoria. Obviously still very close, but just because of the way they're using smoke. So I mean, look, let's watching Knight right now, smoked out there by CT Truck, trying to peek around the corner, see if you see somebody tree elbow or get somebody as they stick the head around the corner, and they just can't get that smoke grenades there. And look at Euphoria putting another one right there.
Yo, Fallen. And okay, so pistols right now. I think we have 2 Deagles out and a revolver, if I'm not mistaken. and they're just going to town.
Rest. Bad to pick up a two-piece. Gonna grab that biscuit meal. He does indeed. Finds Vanoli there to finish it off. And Euphoria has now created a 2-round lead of their own.
I think the biggest gap we've seen so far is a three-round gap. Is it not?
I think it's just 2. I
Two?
think
Okay,
he
so then
just had the biggest gap in the map 1 here is just by 2.
Okay, all right. Well, then when we're in for a treat, because right now it's going to be I guess a break of the pattern.
Indeed, Vanoli gonna strike here, finding a hatch. Gonna prevent him from doing damage to his teamer. That Mixage coming up, looking T-bridge, has to quickly watch his elbow. I think there's somebody coming up right there. Rakuza follows is there, finding rooms.
Bro, this guy.
Geisha is gonna have some problems. You're gonna watch Cafe and be long as these players coming up. Rakuza finding Knight. It's the first player to get dropped here on the CT side. Geisha getting a little impatient, push down here. Be long, looking around, gonna see if there's somebody on top of Platt. Bomb just laying there.
This is just having an interesting time over here towards A.
Gotta watch these snipers here on the CT side. 2 T's up, 3 on the CT side alive.
Okay, so I'm not sure who's over here towards B, or sorry, A. I think it's Melody. So Melody opting to just back up a little bit. And does indeed actually end up getting tagged up.
Rest doing some great job. He's going to distract from Mixage. You guessed the 2-piece. Absolutely amazing team communication. I didn't want to cut you off there, but I saw that incoming. Fantastic Mixage.
That was amazing.
Working with Rest being able to stay alive and bait those players out towards him, and Mix able to grab the 2-piece there. Vanoli gonna try to prevent them from clutching this off though. Working the sniper rifle here. CT spawn. Rest has gone back and will pick up the bomb and try to get it planted here.
1v1. 1v1.
This is such a big round for Cat. I mean, this is obviously a big round for both teams. Cash-wise, especially for CTs, though.
Vanoli does.
Vanoli has 1,000. Yeah, only 1,000 left. He's not quite sure what's going on yet.
And he's about to. There you go. Turns around really quickly and
he gets the kill.
He gets it. Look at that game sense, dude. Making up for that. Not sure where the bomb was initially. And just gets that nice pre-fire there.
What are you thinking of your Rest? I mean, I know you're high on adrenaline a little bit. Probably a little revved up because of the G Fuel you've been drinking, but why? You know he's got a sniper rifle. Why are you going to come around the corner like that?
I don't know. That's something very, very interesting because So I think maybe he was trying to get some information, maybe get a different advantage point because I think the way he planted it, it was an ideal spot to check it. But in terms of like what actually went through his mind, I have no idea. No idea.
Yeah, because for me, I would have given the call out, letting my teammate know, Resty right here. He's got a sniper rifle. He's in CT spawn. Don't peek it. And I also hit him, so he's not 100% health. Let's take a breather here. Rakuza staying alive, only 4 HP to his name. Speaking of 4v4 here, working this B site now. It's going to be A site. Hat pushing up here. Tree elbow. SG in hand, going to try to make it work for him. Rest right now staying back and T-spawn watching B long. Vanoli going to begin to rotate over here towards B, but A is going to be the side of choice here for the T's. Maybe not now. Rooms with bomb moving over here towards B now. Rakuza and Faultless going at it. Faultless does win that. Oh, Resty with amazing headshot there, and Fault comes around the corner. They should be able to plant the bomb here.
Bomb has been planted.
EU is going to try to go ahead and take that 2-round advantage back they had, and they do indeed. Hatch going to finish off Melody right there. Going to turn the music down on the iPod a little bit.
Just a little bit. I was actually looking at a post. And it was saying on, I think it was Twitter, and it was saying that Apple loves to make, or just has the pod. So everything that has pod in it is music.
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah.
AirPod, iPod, right? Everything. And I'm sitting here thinking like, wow, actually that's true. That's true. I don't know. Quick tidbit there.
Got players coming through Cafe right now. Room's gonna be opening it up here, finding Keisha. Rakuza gonna put down on the ground. Vanoli getting dropped.
Ooh, yo, someone came through mid and was about to do the flank, but no, Melody gets a nice 2-piece right there, making this now a 3 versus 1. Never mind, and Mixage has something to say about it. Takes down Melody, and this is now a 2 versus 1. Just over a minute 10 left in this round. Mixage 20 HP, and A Dream does have the bomb in hand, so there's that. But does have the position, his position compromised, so that's going to be very difficult for him to do much. And I think he's probably just going to try and save at this point. Or maybe not. He's probably just going to maybe rotate. Slowly backing up.
He's got to be careful going across T-Bridge, exposing himself like that. He knows he's going to check it.
Okay.
How did you get that headshot?
Right.
I'm just surprised he got the headshot. False.
I'm surprised too. That spray control is nasty.
I can't even see that guy over there, man.
I don't know. These guys have like 50-50 vision.
Well, they have incredible vision here. 2020 and 2020. But, you know, you've played this map enough. Euphoria has the better win-loss ratio. You know, they know where players typically set up on the map, know where to shoot at, pre-firing.
They've got the Sharingan, that's what it is.
Ruku's right now coming out of underpass.
It's a very powerful kind of eye in the Naruto universe, and it allows you to track kinetic movements and everything that has to do with like moving very, very easily, a lot more efficiently than traditional just eyesight. So, yeah,
guess that's what they're working with.
But exactly, everybody has Sharingans.
2 versus 2 here. Euphoria, man advantage. Favoring A right now. Melody trying to work it, watching corners.
A professional walker. Pulling out the knife. Hey, sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you just gotta chill and just, you know, take your dog out for a stroll and see what's up. 2 versus 1. 40 seconds left in this round. We got Resty just kind of chilling. I believe he's just gonna try and pick someone off the rotation to see if the bomb site is. Well, never mind. I think he's just opting to just chill. Bomb's really close, so he has the opportunity. I don't know if they know, if the CTs know where bomb is, but
they should be able to see it.
Suspicion. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Positioning there by Resty. Melody landed the headshot on him, and all tied up here, man. It is close. This is a close map number 1.
Indeed. You know what's not close, Jake? The poll that we posted.
No kidding.
People voted, and Team Rain received 79% of the votes, and Euphoria received 21% of the votes in favor of Team Rain to win this matchup. But right now, it's looking very, very even, literally 50-50 right now. It's anyone's game. This is map number 1 of the Critical Ops Fireteams tournament. We're going to have to wait and see what happens next.
Map number 1, of course, of this best out of 5 series. Yeah, it is. It's 50-50. I can't make too many predictions. Trying to take this A site right now. Hatch is able to find Melody. Gotta watch this grenade coming up there mid. They're pushing up here quickly. Rakuza finds Knight. Bomb is moving up here towards B. Tees will try to work on this plant. Players here on the Euphoria side a little low on cash, but only getting a nice little 2-piece there towards mid, finding rooms. Rakuza. Maybe go for a knife kill. Now he's going to be picking up. Man, that's why you can't. Why? Gotta keep that primary gun out. Geisha trying to find an angle, but it's a little difficult there through the smoke. Bomb slowly ticking down here. Mixage going to put it down on the ground. Even his body count board up. Rest is up there trying to go for another one.
Ooh. He's doing the dirty.
Vanoli has got to do the dirty here, man. 1 versus 2. Big round here. This is match point for either team that wins this.
Bombs down. You've got no time.
You got no time really to defuse at this point.
Yep.
Probably want to go ahead and get out of there, but he's put himself in a position he can't run away. Geez. Rest is going to finish him off. Euphoria.
Match point.
Match point for them, babe. Woo. Match point for them, baby. Woo.
Is this? What do you think is going to happen here, Jake?
I think Euphoria is going to win. I mean, just look at the cash here on the CT side. Obviously, they're going full buy, but they're a little lower.
Okay, take a look at the scoreboard really quickly, and you can see everything is very, very even.
It is so tight, except for Geisha. That's the only thing that is not tight about the scoreboard. Just 5 and 17, a little bit more weighing them down, but Fallen Knight and Vanoli have carried him pretty much the entire match. But I mean, look at that KD now for Knight. How it's tightened up. 18 and 17. Wasn't it 17 and 5 at one point? 18 and 5?
So something crazy like that. We also got to remember sometimes the intangibles, right? AD doesn't necessarily tell the entire truth.
Yeah.
And Geisha, known as a very methodical, has a very good understanding of the critical ops game as well as the mechanics in it. So it could just be more of a lurker type role that Geisha is playing right now. Seems to be the case at the very least in terms of the gameplay, and Faultless just getting that burst. Oh my goodness. All tied up, Jake. 12 apiece. Jeez Louise.
Oh my god, I'm showing my age by saying why, man.
Why? Let's go.
It reminded you Resty with the 2 Ys right there at the end. I don't know if that's just added it in for a little extra oomph on the end of the name there, or if that's a little callback to why or not. Smoke grenades going out here. Man, could you have asked for a better map 1? It comes down to this. Like, it's come down to the finals to see who's going to separate it. Map number 1. Open up here towards the A-side, multiple shots going down. Hash going to get a drop. Finale, find a kill over Kuza. 3 versus 4, and now bombs trying to be planted here, coming down towards CT Bridge. A flash down. Hash has to be careful not to get tagged. Hiding behind this staircase now. Bomb about to be planted. Hatch finding one player. Falls coming up, getting shot through the smoke, down to 17 HP. Geisha coming around the corner. This is your moment here if you're Geisha. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Smoke's clearing. They can now see over towards the A site. Bomb taking down. Geisha going to entry here. Tadra makes it from...
Ooh,
unbelievable.
No way. No way.
That just happened almost instantly. Knight ending the match there with a 2-piece with the SA-58, and they will be able to defuse the bomb here on the Team Rain side. They have won map number 1. Wow.
Damn. Last possible round coming in right there.
Incredible was that?
That was crazy. That was nuts.
Team Rain winning map number 1, of course, in this best out of 5. They're leading, man.
That was
so close to, and that's on their home turf, and it was that close. It's gonna, I'm looking forward to see what happens in.
It's gonna go to the distance, I think.
Really, man, I think it might just. Chat.
Keep saying Eminem. They calling for you, Drake, or not Drake, Jake.
What a crazy map number 1. Back and forth so much in that map. It looked like really throughout the entire thing, Rain was going to pull ahead, and then all of a sudden they went ahead and tripped on their own Rain. Euphoria then goes ahead and takes the lead, trips on a banana peel. Rain comes back with their mop, cleans them up, and it's just back and forth, back and forth. I mean, you can't get closer than that. You really can't.
No,
13 to 12 there. And really, even in the final round right there, it looked like EU was going to win. They had the man advantage. They got the bomb planted. They had everything set up perfectly.
Everything in favor. Right in their favor.
Boom. Like, just snap of a finger, man.
Psych.
A G Fuel shake. Man, it's over. Rain retaking the bomb site, able to defuse, has to be feeling great as they move in here to map number 2. Now, I do believe map number 2 is going to be on the SA server, though, so that will give EU the advantage in terms of server, but as we saw there, Rain had the advantage, and it was 13 to 12. You know, as it comes down here, as we continue to progress into the matches, into the maps, if it comes to map number 5 and it's tied up 4-4, those round counts at the end of the map are going to be incredibly important on who gets to decide server for map number 5. And as we've seen throughout the tournament, server does have a say, not fully, definitely not fully, but it does have a say in what's going to happen in that map. 13 to 12 is very impressive for showing by Euphoria though on non-home turf.
Yep.
I mean, you could only expect them to go to map 2. You got the server advantage. They won't be choosing map though. Speaking of map, that map will be Raid here. Hype image here. Yeah, coming to Raid. We've seen both these teams play well on it. Rain plays great on Raid, which is obviously why they chose it. But Euphoria has also played fairly well on Raid. I wouldn't say it's their best map. Not at all. We'll look at the stats image and go over. But, you know, Rain's played really well on it. The teams we've seen them go up against, they've smacked. Even the ones they've lost on, very, very close. We can take a look here at the stats comparison image between both these teams here on Raid. They have lost on Raid, Rain has, but when I've seen them play, it's very close. Playing, I believe it was Xenocide, they lost to them, but it was 13-12. Not on the home server. Now, this will not be on the home server, of course, here, but they played very well 13-12. I think was the final score, maybe was 13-11 versus Xenocide. That was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I believe you're muted. But yeah, you know, coming into this, stats-wise, Euphoria got the advantage. I also had the advantage because they will be choosing server. Lots of things to think about here. Chat, let us know your predictions down in the comments section. We're going to have a quick word from our sponsors, and we'll be back preparing map number 2 as we speak. We'll see you on the flip side.
Yeah.
What's going on, Mobile Esports fans? It's Sudden Death here. On behalf of Mobile Esports, I'm excited to announce the credits system. The credits system is something the Mobile Esports team has been working on, and it's an amazing new addition to the Mobile Esports bot in our Discord server. We're calling it the credits system. Players will earn credits by competing in tournaments and community events, and can also win credits in giveaways and other such events. Players can then use these credits to purchase items in our new shop in the Mobile Esports Discord server. And in this quick video, I'm going to explain all how it works. So once you're here, come to the bot channel and go ahead and type /credits, just like you're seeing here on screen. Press send, and it's going to bring up some available commands. If you ever have any questions or are confused or don't have time to refer back to this video, all you have to do is type in /credits. Help, and this will bring up a help bar that explains the entire credit system to you and how it works and what you need to do just to operate the basic functions. Many different ways you can earn credits. Once you've earned credits, you can come to the credit shop, and as you can see here in the little help area, all you have to do to access the shop is by typing /credits shop. Once again, /credits shop will bring up the credit shop. Now, the shop right now consists of 10 different items, but in the future there will be a lot more items and we'll be constantly changing stuff out. But for right now, this is what we got. As you can see here, there's multiple different G Fuel products you can get, a $10 iTunes gift card, a $10 Google Play gift card, as well as an iPad Air and a Surfshark VPN 1-month membership. What I want to do today is I want to go ahead and purchase number 5, or the Spicy Demonade G Fuel tub. Huge fan of Doom, so that is the one I'm going to be getting. So all I have to do is type /credits purchase, and if you'd like to get a little more information about the product before you purchase it, all you have to do is type /credits info 5. This will bring up a little information about the product itself. Like I said, I'm looking to get the G Fuel Spicy Demonade tub, and the cost is 250 credits.
If you're looking for some G Fuel, maybe a hat, tub, shaker, energy crystals, or anything in between, please make sure to go check out gfuel.com for their great assortment. All you got to do is add something to your cart, make sure that it's something that you want to give it a try or something that you've already had, check out, then fill in some of these details right here. Some of them are, of course, our code esportsmobile for 10% off anything and everything on gfuel.com. That code again is esportsmobile. In this case, you get 30% off. Use your payment method of choice. Go ahead and follow the on-screen prompts, and there you go. That's it. That's all you got to do to complete your G Fuel order. Make sure you use our code esportsmobile for 10% off. In this case, 30% off your order. Thank you very much. Take it easy. Peace, please.
Pow pushing through. Boom, boom, Pow. Happy's the first strike, final blaze, explore, but down aura. Pow's gonna be there, finding flush before the damage to his team. It's a 4v3 right now, 3 up on the CT side. Make that 2 up, 1 up on the CT side. Pretzel's doubling up, and it's low. He's low to the ground, but Pretzels, who's gonna twist them up, man, and that's gonna be another round going to the CTs down less. 20-9 and 19-9. Like, that's in the margin of error. Code and Naruto, 13-12, 11-13. Again, in the margin of error. In a match like this, like 11-13, 13-12, so close. Code somehow get that quick scope there, and Quad doubling up there with the frag grenade. 1 left alive here on the T side. That's gonna be Naruto, and he's not gonna be able to do much after he got Claw. It's tied up once again. Code, you working at that Euratio, man. What incredible play, expert play, just surgically picking their team apart. He came right up on them. I guess he decided to make some G Fuel. Big kill there from Fallen Knight coming in. A crucial clutch kill. Daylight. Flash. Gonna see a player here. Find one. Going for the other one behind the box. Oh my lord, how did he get that flick? He's down to 1 HP. Barely staying alive and comes up with a 2-piece. The bomb has been planted, but they were easily able to defuse this. And Xenocide has retied the matchup. How did Xenocide Daylight get that? Like, it's like light speed right there. Changing from daylight to light speed, man. Clutch first kill here. On XT trying to double up. He does. He's going to go for another one. He does. He gets a triple kill. Goes for the quad. He gets him off. And that's a point going towards Xenocide. Once again, they've taken the lead here. Yes, coming out. Sugar Big, it's a quad kill right there. All those Rain players. Why did they do that? Exposing those stairs mid. That is not a good decision there on their part. Unbelievable there by Visit. Quad triple kill. Quadruple kill. Welcome back, chat. Man, I was watching that last play there that Vis got with a SA58 on Raid, which is what map we'll be playing on. Crazy, that quad kill right there. Got to watch that as we come in here to map number 2. See if everybody can get a kill feed like that. Map number 2 coming up shortly, playing here on the map Raid. Teams are currently getting in here and joining. See some people wanting to know why the match hasn't started yet, because we got to go through the process. Everybody has to record. Make sure they follow all the rules. Double check to make sure they follow all the rules. Don't want anything looking suspicious as you take place here in the finals. We like take rules very, very seriously around here at Mobile Esports. If you guys are interested in reading the rules and regulations which the teams have to follow, so you get an idea of what they have to do before the map can start, and all players do. All 10 players have to do this. And of course, people got varying devices. Sometimes it takes a little longer. Sometimes it takes a little less. You can follow that up on mobilesports.org. You can read the rules and regulations there. Crosby, predictions here for map number 2. What are you thinking? What is going to happen? You know, as I had said, Rain has played, in my opinion, very well on Raid, but they actually, I didn't realize they haven't won a map on Raid at all. I thought they had, but I think that's a testament to just how well they normally play on Raid.
I agree. It's going to be, I think it's going to be close, but I think this one's probably going to be a little bit more lopsided. I think just because they haven't really won. So like,
yeah, I mean, statistically, you haven't won the maps. You got a favorite, and also you're looking at the KD of them on Rain. 0.76 compared to 1.22 for Euphoria. But again, the maps I have seen Rain play on Raid, they've been really close, and they've had the server disadvantage. They've been this close. Now, of course, they had the server disadvantage, so everything's stacking up, statistically looking back in the past, that they will lose this. However, you know you're coming into map number 2. Like, you know, you can go to map number 4 or 5. Maybe that's a maybe, right? That's a maybe if we play really well here and win the first 3. We're not going to those 2 maps. But you know for sure you're playing on Raid in Legacy. So if you're Team Rain, you've been practicing up on Raid. You've also been practicing on not your home turf, probably, as well. Doing some scrims over there on the map, on a server where you got a little higher ping.
Indeed.
You definitely be practicing as you come into this. But Euphoria on the same side. This is a map they are good on. Of course, they had the better win-loss ratio. Really, stats-wise, they got better in every single category. You're coming to this also the server of your choice. Got to be feeling good.
Mighty fine. Yeah, you got to be feeling mighty fine if you're a Euphoria fan.
Yeah, you know, but you're down 1, so you do have course, the best out of 5. You're not panicking yet, but there is a little
No,
bit
no.
more, a little more sweat probably in the palms, and there should be, because
It is
you know you're down one. You know you're down one.
Yeah.
Now, this is a map you're obviously favored on, but I'd love to know what's been going on behind the scenes with Team Rain. I'm sure they have been practicing on that. But, you know, to help eliminate that sweat in your palm, you can use code esports mobile at checkout. Save yourself 10% off Gamer Goo. To eliminate that sweat, man, it drives me nuts. You're playing great, and for whatever reason, my hands just start sweating. You use the old sock trick. I don't know if anybody ever used that. You got the old sock you used to wipe on the screen to try to eliminate that. I've been using that for years, man. But Gamer Goo, man, I got rid of that sticky old sock. Threw it out. And of course, you can do that as well if you want to. Who wants to keep that smelly old sock around you got?
Nah.
I don't want to. I want to get rid of that. I want a nice, sweet smelling, or in my case, a little spicy smelling, some cinnamon
Yeah.
scent.
I like that.
And of course, there's many more scents over there, scent flavors over at gamergoo.com. You can use code esportsmobile at checkout to save 10% off your purchase. Highly recommend doing that. And while you're over there playing around with the internet, like you guys do, don't forget to head over to gfuel.com. Right now, our code is 30% off at gfuel.com. It's going to expire soon, but take advantage of it now. G Fuel makes an amazing gift for Christmas. I like to give it out. Makes an excellent thing to put under the tree, as well as a fantastic stocking stuffer. Man, those single-serve packets are fantastic. Put a couple of single-serve packets in there, maybe some G Fuel Pop Rocks and a candy bar, man, and that'll make Christmas morning for whoever you give it to. And of course, you can help us out here at Mobile Sports and save yourself a little bit of change while you're doing it.
Indeed. And 30% actually. 30% is a little bit more than change. So get it while it's hot right now, folks. Like Jake mentioned, use code esportsmobile for 30% off your order at gfuel.com to get a fairly sizable discount while it lasts. That code again, esportsmobile for 30% off your order at gfuel.com.
Oh, yeah.
Microfiber cloth gets rid of all the gunk. I've never actually tried that. I actually use just some generic the finger sleeves or whatnot. I just use some of those because I don't want to wipe the screen all the time. And to be honest, my iPad or my device of choice, it never really gets dirty or anything like that. Like
for me, it's not gunk. It's just that my palms just sweat. I mean, it doesn't matter if I'm nervous. Like they're sweaty right now. I don't know why they just do that. I don't like. It's just my palms, especially when I'm playing games. And that's why I like Gamer Goo so much, man. Like if I'm playing competitively, even if I'm just playing on stream, like it's what I'm using all the time. I need to use it. I had to be able to use it because if not, man, I am going to be at a severe disadvantage because nothing sucks more than having a glass screen protector. It's all covered in liquid and you start missing shots and it gets frustrating.
So much stuff goes wrong.
100%.
Yeah.
Teams
Indeed.
right now joining in here. We've got one more player needing to join here, and we should have everybody in here. More play on the Euphoria side, and they'll go ahead and finish up their recordings and make sure everything is on the up and up. Nothing downloaded that shouldn't be downloaded.
Coalition wins.
No weird OBB files, no tweaks, etc., etc. We should have this started soon. We'll get rid of our semi-attractive faces soon. We like to keep switching them in and out. If we leave them too long on your screen, we risk cracking them. So that's what we got. Lots of different images and videos prepared to keep you all occupied while we're talking here. Back up the stats comparison image here in a minute, but I want to bring up the bracket right here. Not as exciting right now. It's just cool to look back at it. All the teams, all
really
the players, and see where we've come to. It's been like, what, 6 weeks? We've been doing the Fireteams tournament, the rebirth of the Fireteams tournament, and we've narrowed it down all to this. So many matches played and hours. I don't know how many hours of, probably close to 24 hours worth right now of live streams, if not close to that. 18 or 20. Many hours spent here casting matches.
Many.
Currently, they are knifing on sides. Everybody has finished up here. We'll go ahead and take a look here as they are doing that. Rain will be here on the CT side, and Euphoria is on the T, knifing for sides. We'll see what they decide to do. A couple shots being fired. Let them know what's going on. T's right now, setting up. Oh, I like what CTs are setting up here. Vanoli is a little far out. He's going to drop a room. Is quickly traded out there. Rakuza getting doubles up and triples as well. Ooh. And EU will be the team that gets to decide which side they are starting on, and probably will be the CT side.
They
actually, it looks like they might not be doing that. They might be opting to play here on the T side.
Oh, I think, yeah.
It looks like that's what we'll be doing. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. We can go ahead and stop stalling. No, we're not stalling at all. Get here into the map. What you guys came to see, guys and gals came to see. And here we go. Underway. Team Rain here on the CT side. Euphoria on the T's. I like this decision by them. You play well on this map.
Oh my goodness. Well,
man, look at that barrage of shots go down here. Be long. Multiple players go down. Recruit's going to double, but their Hatch fighting Fallen Knight, and they pushed up here towards Overlook. And there should easily be a Euphoria win. Man, we get this bomb planted for a little bit of extra cash as well. Melody slowly creeping around here. This is going to be almost impossible to retake this site. Hate to say impossible, but man,
mighty difficult.
Yeah, it is definitely going to be so. Rakuza is going to be the man to finish him off. As I was saying before the slaughterhouse went down there, Be Long, I like Euphoria's choice to stay on the T side. Not only do you have the server advantage, you got a map you like to play on, but now you're on the T side, so you go into the... I mean, you have all of that. Probably, you have all that in your favor. You're probably going to be leading on the T side, if not just down by 1 or 2. You go into the flip, then have the CT side advantage to finish off the map. I like it a lot. I think they made a great decision to stay here on the T side. They're working this Be Long right now.
If they can maintain their momentum and maintain everything they've got going for them, then okay, Rakuza, then they can definitely pull this one out of the bag. We're gonna have to wait and see if that's indeed the case.
Watch Knight here.
If something else is gonna happen.
Knight coming around. He's gone through Boiler Room. He's able to get a kill there. He's looking up top. He has given away his position. No, there's a T player up there. Gonna back out of the way of that flashbang. Comes back.
Almost tossed up from top there. Oh, there's one on site though. They didn't fully clear it. Vanoli gets a kill on Mixage as Mixage was in the middle of planting 2 versus 2, just over a minute left right now. And I do believe Ecstasy is about to come into contact with somebody in oh, maybe not. Resty though does indeed take out Fallen. This is now a 1 versus 2 bomb is planted on the B bomb site, and I don't think they know where he is. Rooms, no one's looking. He could get perfect timing. And as I say that,
man, I'm switching that pistol, that P250 out.
Oh, the shot.
Just making those sounds, man. Rooms. That indecision up there on Overlook and making the sounds, just that cock. Just cocking, sliding that slide back, pumping that shotgun. If you are listening well enough, and you know these players are here, this isn't some pub match, this is the finals.
No.
You know you sound horde, you're doing it. There's nothing wrong, it's in the game.
You gotta commit.
Yeah, you need to move in there. The FP6 shotgun with a quick flick could have potentially clutched it up. Not gonna be able to do it. Euphoria though, looking nice here. You got everybody rocking fantastic weapons, got good utility, Kevlar, and good cash as well. Faultless, man, just punching Hatch there in the face with that deagle. Vanoli also finding a kill with the AUG. 3 versus 2, or excuse me, 3 versus 5. Nick's just gonna be the first to strike here for his team Euphoria. Bomb has been planted here. We'll see what Rain decides to do here going towards his A side. Looks like they're gonna go around through A long. I think that's a good decision there on their part. Go ahead and try to get Euphoria off balance. We're cruising to double the SG, looking back, see if we can find one more. Not gonna see anybody there. Now we're down to a 3 versus 2.
Bombs down.
Maybe I predicted that.
Under control.
Yeah, this is once again to be a hard site for Rain to retake. Definitely now, as Melody's a remaining player. He's going to be able to
2v1. Oh, it's possible.
Sing a nice tune over there. It's possible, but it's going to be so difficult. 2 versus 1.
Oh. If Melody had been able to get that initial kill, frag on the left-hand side, and then flick right over and get that kill as well, that would have been incredible right there from Melody. But unfortunately for Melody, not the case. 0 and 3 is the round count in favor of Euphoria. And if you take a look at the scoreboard really quickly, we got Rooms, who has not actually dropped at all. He's at 4 and 0. And that might actually be very helpful for the cash situation. And as I say, that whole slew of kills going down. This is now 4 versus 2. Altless picks up Mixage with that U ratio frag, and Hatch and crew are slowly yet surely trying to make their way over to a bomb site. I believe it's going to be B. Maybe not, as one player does indeed opt to stay towards the bottom. Gunshots being fired, nothing able to connect with anything right now. And Hatch does indeed get Fallen Knight, as Fallen Knight takes the ground right there and just says, "Hey, I'm gonna sleep here real quick for a bit."
Oh man,
faultless, dude. And well, just like that, Rain picks up their very first round of this map number 2 on Raid of the Critical Ops Fireteams tournament on mobile esports gaming on a whole new level. Jeez Louise. Rooms does indeed actually end up falling there. So no longer flawless. And if we take a quick look at the scoreboard again, it's a little bit more in favor of Euphoria, but not super stretched out by any means. Definitely anyone's game at this point, especially with that rain frag right there. Spallin does indeed get that first frag of the round. Vinoli picks up another one. One versus, nope, never mind. Two versus 4 right there. Minute 22 left in this round. Bombs being picked up, and Euphoria decides to put down some more shots. This is all going to be up to this last person right here, which is Mixage with a pistol in hand. Definitely not going to do anything right now. Maybe if he gets lucky, it's a single frag, but that's probably about it, if anything.
Yeah, it's
chill.
I think it's a good decision here by him. Not much to save, though. I mean, besides your Kevlar.
No, not really.
I mean, Euphoria had a 3-round lead. They were a little too excited with the cash spending, man. They went into the mall and went on a little bit of a spree. Needed to be a little more conservative there with what they were spending on. Because it is something that typically happens. You win the first 3 rounds, you win the pistol round, you win the next 2, and then the team goes ahead. If they played eco properly, they come back and win round number 4. It's not a huge surprise that Rain won that. You should have been prepared for it and working your cash situation like that so you're not stuck in an eco like this.
He's only got $100 to his name right now. $100 dues.
He's trying to work it. He doesn't have much to save, but at this point, 14 seconds left, 4 players to go with. Ugh.
Maybe try and pick up a weapon.
I guess that's what he's going to try to do. He's really exposing himself here. He's got to be careful nobody comes from Overlook.
He might actually be able to pull this off.
I think he actually is because Rain got a little too impatient and went ahead and pushed out towards T-spawn. And he's actually able to pick up that AUG there. I wanted to see, nice play. It ended up working out for him.
I think it might have been a teammate call out as to where they died, and he was able to kind of make his way over there and luckily pick up a weapon, the AUG of choice right there, of course.
Boy, this boy's just happy to have a gun, man. I mean, as low as you are on cash, you got to be happy. Most of these players here playing in eco on the Euphoria side. What they decided to do here? Hanging towards mid, Mixage leading the pack here right now with that AUG. Shots already being fired over here towards A long. T's beginning to work their way. It looks like over here towards B, Rakuza watching T connector. Everybody playing very, very slow right now. Very assiduous play. Flashbang coming in. I was thinking that might make Hatch and Rooms back up. They're going to not do that, though. Shots being fired here blindly.
Lining up the flash. Rooms pushes in with his teammate Hatch. And okay, never mind. He says, nah, screw that. I'm dipping. Never mind. I'm out of here. As his teammate right there, Fallen Knight, ends up getting him. And Hatch takes the L with the U ratio death. Bombs planted on the B-bomb site. And I believe T's have it on lock. If I'm not mistaken. Fallen's putting down some shots. The Curate unable to connect with anything. Trades going down. Rooms gets a nice 2-piece, but immediately gets traded out right there. It's now a 2 versus 2 as we have 2 players up top. And B-bomb site is, I believe, still in the T's. Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah, Ecstasy jumping up there gets punished by Mixage. Great smoke grenade there.
Smoke, you're going to have to push. You're going to have to push.
Vinoli,
Is he going to have enough time? Is he going to check it?
Just does not mix.
That looked as if for a second, as if all those shots were missing. And if he had gotten on that bomb ever so slightly before, that might have actually gone through.
Might have. Was very close there. Euphoria taking their round count back up to 2 here, 4-2. Cash made it. You won the round there, and you got the bomb planted. T side. Most of these players got Cash to work with here and trying to push their advantage. A little bit of momentum they've gotten back over here as they push the A side here. Maybe for the CTs, couple great grenades there. But I have to watch Knight. I don't know if he's maybe pulled out a sniper rifle, is working back T-spawn. Ecstasy's there, gonna be the first to strike here, opening up for his team on the CT side. They're all coming outside of bottom A ramp.
Raining bullet from up top.
Flawless working with those grenades, bouncing off the wall there, trying to push up here. Ecstasy, double it up!
Rooms! Back-to-back 2 pieces. Ecstasy pulling off that 3-piece.
Ecstasy,
with
the MVP of this round. Was that 4 kills he got?
I believe that was 3 plus maybe the 4th one at the very beginning. I'm not 100% sure, but at the very least it was 3. That was nuts. Fallen Knight. Sorry, you go.
Oh no, you had to say what you were gonna say.
So I was gonna say Fallen Knight didn't. You were mentioning that he might have gone to the back of CT and cut them off with a sniper, the U ratio, and unfortunately for them, that was not the case. That could have actually prevented the entire flood of players, but not the case.
Man, I'm watching Flawless move right now. Like he's like a surgeon with this HK. Slowly moving up, eliminating players with these headshots. Going for another one, trying to stay up here. Melody can take that kill away from her there. Doubles up with that AUG. Grabs that 2-piece biscuit meal, and it's tied up here. Like I said, Rain has not won any on Raid. You look back at the stats. I'll bring you the stats right now before we hop in here to this match. Statistically, they haven't won anything, but they've played really well on Raid.
Yep. Just eluding the win is just eluding them.
It just teases them at this point. It's like a carrot hanging in front of them on top of a rabbit, you know, from a cartoon. But they have played really well on this map. And this is a map I think they honestly could win.
Yep. I mean, right now it's 4-4. It's not as if it's a complete blowout. At the very moment, at least.
Definitely 100%. I mean, statistically, you're like, okay, everything is in EU's favor. But there's just something about Rain on this map, man. I think they might just be able to pull it out, though. We'll see. Mix puts down Melody. 2 up here on the CT side now. 3 alive on the T's. Rooms right now. Only player over here towards B. Working his B long. Slowly but surely. Pushing up.
Gets tagged up. Ecstasy.
Moving cautiously. Checking corners. Should get the call to his teammate.
Or the utility spam right now on A.
You can see Mix is rushing across here. Vanoli finds rest. Once they realize nobody's on A, they should move quickly over here towards this A side. Ecstasy already realizing the situation they're in here. Bomb being planted. Rooms back watching CT spawn. They're going to move around here.
2v2.
Euphoria players are spreading out.
The noise about to come into contact with the player. I'm not sure if he's going to win this gunfight, but...
Yeah, this is bigger here. Coming up here. Trying to go for Overlook through Boiler Room. Ecstasy finds Rooms. Mix right now.
Huge play right there.
It is, but he's in a great position. He's got Overlook. He's got the high ground. Anakin, you better beware. Vanoli's going to be able to slice him down, man, somehow.
Just peeks it. Chucks a smoke there and gets that frag. And the defuse. Vanoli coming in clutch, but it's also Ecstasy. Ecstasy got that initial frag coming into the bomb site 100%. And allowed that entire play to unfold the way it did. And that's teamwork right there. And very well played by both of those 2 players right there, Vanoli and Ecstasy, as 5 rounds right now are in favor of Rain for Euphoria.
And look at this. Rain is taking the lead. Map number 2 here of the best out of 5. I see some people asking about if this is a best out of 5 or not. It is a best out of 5. Currently, Rain is leading 1-0 here in this series. This is map number 2. Man has fallen on each side right now. Rest looking like he's going to try to open up this A site. Slowly pushing around. I think I might have just seen a player back. Nope. My old eyes, man. Fooled me. Rest does hear a player here on his left, though. I think I'm pushing in. Teammate is right there behind him. Not finding anybody A ramp.
Melody.
I don't know why they weren't thinking for Ecstasy is there. Like, that's where he's going to be, man.
Faultless.
Man.
Oh, my. That was a slaughter, an absolute slaughter. 4 bodies in favor of Rain and 0 remaining for Euphoria. 6-4.
Why didn't you check the divots, as I call them?
Yeah.
You know, like, why?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess they just
that's where they
assumed that there was no one there.
Well, makes an ass out of you and me, right? I mean, why? Yeah. That's where Ecstasy has been every single time. Oh my lord, Raccoon again, a 3K right there. Resty rolling a frag grenade in. Euphoria just maybe a little pissed off. Gonna try to take this round. Looks like they're gonna be able to do it.
Why would you just run up like that?
Hey,
all of you lined up for that 3-piece.
Lined up perfectly. Gosh. It's like dominoes, man.
Literally, like... Holy moly. Rakusa only took 50 damage to that and gets a 4K. All right. Okay. 6-5. Jeez. I don't know what to say.
We're literally about to go into the flip, potentially tied up once again. This has been some incredible critical ops. This is the finals. Like, this is the type of stuff you want to see in the finals. This close, these two teams battling. They're neck and neck. Nobody has a big advantage. I don't know if I've ever seen a finals at the beginning this close. Usually it begins to, like, if one team comes out, swings, they go ahead, maybe a 13-7 win. Map number 2 maybe a little closer. It starts tightening up as you go ahead and as they've played more, right? But it's not been. It's been neck and neck ever since the start. Euphoria.
It's as if they're playing clones of each other right now. It's just so super back and forth.
Great analogy.
Yeah. The the shadow clone from Naruto. Anyway, enough of me nerding out there. I think it's gonna be B bomb site, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I would say. I mean, you'd want to push B. I don't think Euphoria feels confident of pushing that A site, especially with Ecstasy back there working that AUG, man. Makes fun of volley shots down there, B long. Not going to connect to nobody. Hatch is going to open this site up.
This is looking favorable for the T's. Euphoria looking really nice.
XC finally getting. Oh, I thought he was going to make the rotation, but he's still just hanging out here in left divot right now. Mitch is getting a kill there on Vinoli, and only 2 CT's players remain. Melody trying to make it work here. Busts his keyboard up. Now it's going to be up here to Ecstasy to clutch this up. It looks like we'll be going into flip 6-6 chat. Resty finishing him off that ratio. Euphoria coming alive right towards the end. You go, like I said, I think Euphoria made a great decision to stay on that T side. Not only are you tied up now, you got a little momentum on your side, but now you're on the CT side. You have that CT advantage on a map you are good on a map Team Rain isn't statistically as good on. They haven't won any on this map, but again, they've had very, very, very close matches here on Raid. 6-6 all tied up. Man, I'm excited. I really am.
They're turtling. They're all there. Yo, okay. If I want to see this happen. I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah. I don't think Master Splinter is going to allow it to happen, man.
No, unfortunately not. Master Splinter is going to say, nah, you are not one with the way of the ninja.
You know what's going on here? Hatch funning Knight here towards T connector.
Bruh.
CT's just making a lot of noise right now. I don't know. Looks like they're going to go through Boiler Room. Gotta watch out as they come in here. Could have a T player hiding behind here. There he is, man. Who's going to put down Vanoli on the ground?
Look at that trust, though.
I know, really, they are. Yeah, it's great. Great pointing that out. Because you just watch Room just move straight. He's a man on a mission right now. He's just moving and trying to find his player on his left side. She fires a couple shots. Going to get the man entry right there. Rakusa finds Ecstasy. Follows is there coming out. Doubles up there the GSR.
Versus 1. And it's offline. Doesn't matter.
Wow.
That was incredible from Euphoria. That amazing tactical play coming in. The trust, not looking at the in the corner while your teammate
I know,
gets
no kidding. I was watching Rooms. I'm like, dude, why aren't you checking? But no, you got total trust that your teammate was gonna go over there and eliminate Vanoli or whoever was sitting there. We now know it was Vanoli. You know, eliminate whoever is sitting there by Boiler Room and just allow you to keep going up. Like he barely even stopped.
No, yeah.
The trust you have to have with your team right there. That is truly amazing.
And then the heads up call to hop on the bomb when they took site. That was nuts. That's something that you only get really from the top caliber players and teams right now.
Yeah,
and,
it's not natural to do that.
To see it.
It's not natural to do that. Just run past the corner. You know there's a player there, especially after you start shooting. Like, oh my god, man, I gotta look. But he kept moving, and honestly, he had to, because if he looked, a player could have come in there through CT connector and killed him and another one of his teammates, and would have prevented him from defusing that bomb. Right now, Rain has had the bomb planted. CT's trying to retake it right now as we speak. Vanoli finds a kill there. Hatch is quickly going to put it on the ground before he can do more damage to his team here. Throwing a frag grenade out. Going to go down A long. Room's going to try to go for the defuse here. Checks his A ramp. Sees a player down there. Gives away his position. Lands a headshot on him. And they got plenty of time to defuse here. Euphoria. That CT flip, man. Helping them out here. They've taken the lead back up to 2. Got a decent amount of cash here to work with. And this is what's going to be important. They can't blow all their cash like they did before, like last time. They came in, they won the pistol round, they got a couple rounds under their belt, they were looking good with cash, but too many players had died, and they went for full buys again. They gotta be a little bit more patient.
Indeed. And coming into this side flip in the past few rounds, CT now belongs to Euphoria, and they're doing the dirty business right now as they are 8-6 on the CT side of things now as they went into the flip, and now it's going to be a little bit more interesting as they can kind of chill, just see maybe where their opponents are going to go towards. Of course, it's usually how it goes. You don't necessarily have to do that, but at times just chilling is going to be the way to go. Euphoria does indeed strike first as Resty does take out Allen, but immediately gets traded out right now to 4 versus 4. As I say that, and even more trades going down 3 versus 2 for the CTs. This is looking quite good if you're a fan of Euphoria. Bomb is towards B. Smoke's being put down. Benoli looking to see if he's going to get something through the smoke. Unfortunately for him, not able to connect with anything. Does get naded. And Bomb is now down on the B bomb site. More firefights going on right here. Benoli does actually get someone through the smoke. That is Rakusa. Not very good if you are on the keys. And it's slowed down significantly right now. Not too much going on right now. As I say that, Rooms does indeed get a flank up top, and that opens it up for Mixage to come on in. And that's what happens when you give up your line to sight. Your teammate gets punished, and then in turn, your team gets punished. And unfortunately for the T's, Rain not looking so hot as Euphoria extends their lead now by 3. And holy moly, I think this is where the snowball and it comes into play.
Yeah, this is where the snowball really begins to pick up speed, or you bust it here on the Rain side. Rain has played smart so far. They've saved their cash up. And looking here at the cash situation on the Euphoria side, all these players haven't blown it. They fixed the mistake they made. Even if they do lose this, enough of these players will be able to come into the next round and be able to compete just weapons-wise.
Indeed.
Resty right now. Ooh. A little exposed down here working with that P90.
Pew pew.
Playing with a smaller gun like the SMG always makes players want to crouch and play more in the corners, but I like to move around a little bit more because you're more accurate with it.
Exactly. That's the whole point of having SMG is to be a little bit more agile, more versatile in that sense. Ooh. Okay. All right. This is, I think the snowball is getting nice and compact right now, nice and tight right there, and this is gonna be incredibly difficult for the CTs to contend, or the T's rather, to contend with. As I say that, they actually do pick up a kill.
Yeah, they picked up a kill, but they have to move all the way back around here towards B connector to go ahead, or CT connector to pick that bomb up.
They don't have comfortable amount of time. You're right, they don't.
I mean, they got time to work with. It's just not enough players, really. Rakusa, 6 HP alive, had to be on the forklift. What an angle. I was trying to figure out where they're gonna watch him from. And Euphoria has extended their lead here to 4, and they are looking like they will be the winners here of map number 2. The cash is flowing.
Chat, let us know your predictions down in the chat below. Everybody watching, who do you think is going to win and by what score margin? Let us know. Of course, this is not the final match. This is, of course, match number 2 of a best of 5 in the Critical Ops Fireteams tournament. The finals, we've got Euphoria
Mixage
and Rain and Okay, well,
missed the fall there. Shots being fired. This is where you want a frag grenade, man. You need a frag grenade for that B ramp.
One player left alive.
Finds Vanoli. And it's all up here to Melody. To start strumming that guitar and coming up with something impressive here. Minute 6 to work with. Plenty of time. Bombs down here on the site. Smoke grenade has been thrown up. They're going to go ahead and block your line of sight.
Melody.
He's playing nice and slow. Do you decide to save? Because you have that AK. Might be the best decision here.
Yeah, because 300 cash too.
Yeah, really, I think that's what he's going to opt to do. I think that's a good decision there on his part. But 30 seconds, he's got to survive 30 seconds plus, what is it, 5 seconds after the round ends? He's got to, that's going to feel like an eternity. Just moving slowly back and forth. I don't think anybody here on the CT side is going to be foolish enough to push up there. They're playing very, very disciplined. Because look at a couple of these players here on the Euphoria side. They're a little lower on cash, too. They have a nice round, but you're looking to hatch only 1,400 left in the count. Now, Rooms definitely has money to go around. We're at 10.3. Beginning to get a little impatient here on the Euphoria side. They have secured the win. You might see somebody push him here. Not going to do that, though. Melody is going to be able to go in to the next round with that AK. 11-6 here. You're 2 rounds away from taking the win on the Euphoria side. You got the CT advantage, you got the cash advantage, you got everything going for you. Of course, statistically, you got it going for you. You should be feeling good.
Yes, indeed. 11-6. Like you mentioned, Jake, feeling really, really good right around now. And this is definitely something that we're probably going to see a little bit in the beginning of the next match. We'll have to wait and see. But if you go in and getting 13-6, 13-7 or whatnot in the next matchup, you're probably feeling mighty nice with the your chest puffed up going into the bomb site as these players are doing right now.
I mean, really, you have every statistical advantage you'd want right now, and of course, a map advantage. But Rain got the man advantage here as they're trying to take this A site. Resty gonna put it down on the ground. Makes it come around the corner. SG in hand, firing multiple shots, but not being able to connect to anybody there. Actually, finally ends up getting the kill on Ecstasy. Remaining T player here is Vanoli.
That looks super promising for the T's, and then out of nowhere, they all fall except for one player right now. 3v1. Vanoli's last one alive, 100 HP and an AK in hand, as well as a Dream. Just under 50 seconds left in this round. Bomb is down on A. This is incredibly difficult for him to clutch up. Let's see if he can do that right now. Everyone just holding angles. I don't know what Rusty's doing. He's just chilling, maybe trying to get another line of sight. And he almost paid for that.
He did indeed, man. He almost had to pay for that big bill. Vanoli a little impatient here. Trying to work angles. Touches back, finds one. Goes for the double. Almost gets the 3K, man. Almost. So close. And Resty so low on HP as well. Man. Almost had it, but it is match point here for Euphoria. Euphoria has pulled away and looks like they will be taking this. I think it's really going to go to map number 5, man. I really do.
Bro, I got really excited there. He almost pulled that off.
He almost did, man.
Nasty.
Yeah, he just needed... it's just so difficult on A ramp where Vanoli was at. You have such a small target to shoot at. Even the Resty was low on HP. He still had a nice little advantage. Chat, don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here and share with your friends. Let them know we are live here. We're about to be tied up here in this best out of 5 series. Only 2 players left here on the T side before we are officially tied up. There are at least 2 more maps after this, possibly. And when I think there will be 3. I really do believe we'll be moving over here to map number 5. I think that's going to happen. Makes you just firing at the wall because he can. He knows he's feeling good. Melody, the remaining player here. Ooh. I don't care how good your voice sounds. You're not coming out of that. 13-6, Euphoria with the commanding victory over Team Rain there here on Raid. Was close. Was very close before the flip happened, and then Euphoria just pulled away. Rain not able to get a single round after the flip. Yes, chat, I hope we didn't blow anybody's eardrums out of their rear end. I'm sorry, but we got excited. I mean, we really I was close there. I was close. Chat, welcome back. We're going to prepare map number 3 here. We're going to get on in here, and map number 3 is going to be on one of my favorite maps to cast, Legacy. That is going to be a fun one. Legacy is the map we are coming into. Tokyo for you OG players out there. Like this map a lot.
This is my legacy.
I like it, man. It's a good song right there.
Indeed.
So many predictions you can make coming into this, but just recapping what happened in map number 2. Very close there before the flip. Rain and Euphoria battling out, dodging blow for blow. Then we go into the flip, and Euphoria just pulls away with it, man. They're not able to come up with anything on the T side. Yeah, they can't hang. There are moments they had it, but Euphoria had the better smoke grenade usage.
Yeah, that utility was nuts.
Yeah, and really, Raid is one of those maps where smoke grenades, they play such a big role. Legacy is going to be another map where smoke grenades play a decent role too, but not as big as on Raid. Chat, let us know your predictions as we come in here to map number 3. What will the round count be? Let us know now. Go ahead and get your vote in now. So you're not saying it towards the end of the match. Be like, hey, man, I guessed it. No, you didn't. You figured out what it was because it was 12-10, man. Of course, it's going to be 13-10, But let us know now what your prediction will be down there. We're curious to see. We're preparing map number 3 as we speak. These players are going to have to join up here, do all their recording. We're going to have a 6-minute break here before they go ahead and join. A couple players need to charge. Pull up those fast chargers, man. We're going to have a quick word from ours. Yeah, I do. It destroys the battery, but I'm usually buying a new device every 18 months, 12 to 18 months anyways.
Something a little bit on the reasonable side of things for device upgrades. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, I love fast charging these. So they're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to have a quick word from our sponsors. We'll be back. We'll go ahead and some analysis of what has happened thus far and what we think will happen coming in to map number 3 and go over some of your comments in the comment section. Chat, again, let us know your predictions. We're curious to see what you all think. I think Legacy is going to be definitely an interesting map. I believe Rain will have the server advantage moving into it. You can already see the statistics up here. Neither of these teams have played on Legacy, so we don't really have... It'll be a bunch of speculation coming into Legacy.
Indeed.
It is going to be a good one. Chat, we'll see you on the flip side here. Again, let us know your predictions. We'll see you in a few.
Yo.
What's going on, Mobile Esports fans? It's Sudden Death here. On behalf of Mobile Esports, I'm excited to announce the credits system. The credits system is something the Mobile Esports team has been working on, and it's an amazing new addition to the Mobile Esports bot in our Discord server. We're calling it the credits system. Players will earn credits by competing in tournaments and community events, and can also win credits in giveaways and other such events. Players can then use these credits to purchase items in our new shop in the Mobile Esports Discord server. And in this quick video, I'm going to explain all how it works. So once you're here, come to the bot channel and go ahead and type /credits, just like you're seeing here on screen. Press send, and it's going to bring up some available commands. If you ever have any questions or are confused or don't have time to refer back to this video, all you have to do is type in /credits. Help, and this will bring up a help bar that explains the entire credit system to you and how it works and what you need to do just to operate the basic functions. Many different ways you can earn credits. Once you've earned credits, you can come to the credit shop, and as you can see here in the little help area, all you have to do to access the shop is by typing /credits shop. Once again, /credits shop will bring up the credit shop. Now the shop right now consists of 10 different items, but in the future there will be a lot more items and it'll be constantly changing stuff out. But for right now, this is what we got. As you can see here, there's multiple different G Fuel products you can get, a $10 iTunes gift card, a $10 Google Play gift card, as well as an iPad Air and a Surfshark VPN 1-month membership. What I want to do today is I want to go ahead and purchase number 5, or the Spicy Demonade G Fuel tub. Huge fan of Doom, so that is the one I'm going to be getting. So all I have to do is type /credits purchase, and if you'd like to get a little more information about the product before you purchase it, all you have to do is type /credits info 5. This will bring up a little information about the product itself. Like I said, I'm looking to get the G Fuel Spicy Demonade tub, and the cost is 250 credits.
If you're looking for some G Fuel, maybe a hat, tub, shaker, energy crystals, or anything in between, please make sure to go check out gfuel.com for their great assortment. All you got to do is add something to your cart, make sure that it's something that you want to give it a try or something that you've already had, check out, then fill in some of these details right here. Some of them are, of course, our code esportsmobile for 10% off anything and everything on gfuel.com. That code again is esportsmobile. In this case, you get 30% off. Use your payment method of choice. Go ahead and follow the on-screen prompts, and there you go. That's it. That's all you got to do to complete your G Fuel order. Make sure you use our code esportsmobile for 10% off. In this case, 30% off your order. Thank you very much. Take it easy. Peace, please.
Now pushing through. Boom, boom, pow. Happy's the first strike, final blaze, explore, put down aura. Pow's gonna be there, finally flush before the damage to his team. It's a 4v3 right now, 3 up on the CT side. Make that 2 up, 1 up on the CT side. Pretzel's doubling up, and it's low. He's low to the ground, but Pretzel's who's gonna twist them up, man, and that's gonna be another round going to the CTs down less. 20 and 9 and 19 and 9. Like, that's in the margin of error. Code and Naruto, 13 and 12, 11 and 13. Again, in the margin of error. In a match like this, like 11 and 13, 13 and 12, so close. Code somehow get that quick scope there, and Quad doubling up there with the frag grenade. 1 left alive here on the T side. That's gonna be Naruto, and he's not gonna be able to do much after he got Claw. It's tied up once again. Code, you working at that Euratio, man. What incredible play, expert play, just surgically picking their team apart. He came right up on them. I guess he decided to make some G Fuel. Big kill there from Fallen Knight coming in. A crucial clutch kill. Daylight. Flash. Gonna see player here. Find one. Going for the other one behind the box. Oh my lord, how did he get that flick? He's down to 1 HP. Barely staying alive and comes up with a 2-piece. The bomb has been planted, but they were easily able to defuse this. And Xenocide has retied the matchup. How did Xenocide Daylight get that? Like, it's like light speed right there. Changing from daylight to light speed, man. Clutch first kill here. On XT trying to double up. He does. He's going to go for another one. He does. He gets a triple kill. Goes for the quad. He gets him off. And that's a point going towards Xenocide. Once again, they've taken the lead here. Yes, coming out. Sugar Big. It's a quad kill right there. All those raid players. Why did they do that? Exposing those stairs mid. That is not a good decision there on their part. Unbelievable. They might visit. Quadruple kill. Quadruple kill. Chad, welcome back. Map number 3 being prepared here. Be playing here on the map Legacy. Whew. Tied up here in this best out of 5 series. 1-1. Couldn't ask really so far for a better start to the finals tournament. Team Euphoria beating Team Rain on map number 2. Team Rain, of course, beating Euphoria on map number 1. Rain winning on their server. Euphoria winning on their server. Is that going to be a pattern we're going to continue to see here? Does Rain come in and win map number 3 because it's their server? Well, I don't know. I've seen some people drop some comments down here saying Rain is very good on Legacy. Of course, statistically, they have not... I can't speak to that because we don't have, at least here in the Fireteams tournament. If you want to talk about other tournaments, other times they've played, sure. But neither of these teams have played on Legacy in the Fireteams tournament thus far.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Real quick, I just want to mention in the chat. So, Evil Vision, just as to why they're not playing in the finals. So, they did win on stream. Yes, that is true. They did win on stream, but they do not advance because they did not follow our rules and regulations, for which they did take responsibility. And of course, these rules and regulations are given as well as expressly mentioned to the captains. And it is exactly, it is their responsibility to make sure that their teammates follow the rules and regulations as they're laid out on mobilesports.org, and that link can be provided and will be provided in the chat. But so that is why Evil Vision is not in the finals right now, because they did indeed not follow our rules and regulations in which they did agree beforehand, and they did take responsibility for that. But,
yeah, the mess up on their part. Yeah. Definitely an exciting match to go back and watch. It was crazy, but you're not having those. I believe it was a hand cam they forgot. You just can't have that. You need to be able to show that, make sure everything is on the up and up. Euphoria did that, and that's why they advanced. But Euphoria was very close between Evil Vision. I mean, it wasn't one of those things where it's like it's an upset. Evil Vision won, in the best out of 3, 2-0, and just smacked them. It was map number 3. And Euphoria had played very, very well. Just right there at the end, Evil Vision came alive and came back. I think it was 13-11 or 13-12 was the final score. So it was very, very close throughout the entire semifinal series. So you have a situation where Euphoria is going up against Team Rain. Both teams really good. Not one team just making it into the finals and it's lopsided. Not so whatsoever. We're tied up here, going to map number 3. Again, statistically, we don't really have too many predictions to make here, just looking at Legacy, because neither of the teams have played on there. But you begin to talk about server and what Crosby and I were talking about before the stream started was, does it come down to map number 5? It's tied up here. Both these teams they play well on the opposing team's server, but they play even better on their server, which makes sense. You got the home turf advantage. You come in here round number 5, you're tied up. That means whoever is leading in the amount of rounds scored is going to be able to choose the server. And, well, statistically speaking, if that happens, you should be able to win round number 5. So the big key here is right now Euphoria is leading by 7, or maybe it's 6. It'd be 6 because they did beat
6, yeah.
Reign 13-6 there, map number 2, and they only lost to Reign by 1 point in map number 1. So if you're Team Reign right now, what you really need to do is you need to come out here and put some distance in between you and Euphoria and try to tighten that round count lead they have up to this point, so you don't get to a situation where you come into map number 5 potentially where you're down big time and Euphoria gets to choose the server.
Indeed. Philip said, what do you mean? Is it sad because we're not in the match quite yet? If that's the case, then yeah, you're correct. But the match will be up underway very shortly. We do appreciate each and every one of you tuning in right now. Thank you for tuning in. The Critical Ops and mobile esport community, we genuinely appreciate it. It can't be done without you guys. So thank you, and we'll do our best to bring more tournaments and community events and various esports titles. And yeah, thanks.
Indeed, and again, chat, we want to get into right as soon as we possibly can, right? But right now, we're just waiting for everybody to join. A couple players needed a short break to go ahead and put some charge back on their devices, so they're doing that right now. And we're just waiting for everybody to join up here, and we're trying to keep it interesting.
They went to get some G Fuel. They ran out, and they sprinted right down to the kitchen, grabbed the tub of G Fuel or wherever you have it, and just dunked a whole bunch of G Fuel. The whole thing. they're shaking it right now. They're chugging it right now. So they're probably halfway done the bottle at this point.
You'd hope so.
Yeah. I would assume they're going with, either maybe Blue Ice, the OG Blue Ice, or maybe something like, strawberry shortcake. If you put strawberry shortcake in milk, have you tried it yet?
Oh yeah, I've tried it. Man, I remember when it first came out, I was so hyped to do it. Such an amazing flavor. And there's so many more amazing flavors. And you can all find them at gfuel.com. And of course, when you're at checkout, don't forget to use that code esportsmobile. Not only do you help us out here at Mobile Esports, which we do greatly appreciate, but you get to save yourself a little extra change. While you're at it, more than a little extra change, 3 times the normal amount of change you save. That adds up to some very nice savings. These make, obviously, an awesome gift for friends and family, but an even better gift for yourself.
Oh, 100%. And like you said, use code esportsmobile for 30% off your order at gfuel.com. That code again is esportsmobile for 30% off your order at gfuel.com. That is all. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell. And while you're down there playing around by the subscribe button, consider becoming a member here at the Mobile Esports YouTube channel. There's many benefits to being a member at the Mobile Esports YouTube channel. Of course, you'll be helping us out, and there's many different tiers you can select. Starting from a fan from $1.99 all the way up to Legend at $9.99. With the Legend membership role, you have access to exclusive videos and new videos, as well as the Discord Legend role. Now, the top 3 tiers, so supporter, patron, and Legend, will also receive monthly MES credits. Those MES credits can be spent in the Mobile Esports shop that the bot has. Things like G Fuel products, gift cards to the Apple App Store, the Google Play Store, Nintendo Switch Lite, iPad Air, Nintendo Switch Games, GamerGoo, Surfshark VPN, etc., etc., etc. So many things over at the Mobile Esports shop, which you can use those credits on, and you get those monthly. So you get a little bit of a buyback.
And we're adding new things constantly. Like up until more recently, we had only 3 or 4 items, and now we have various more. We have 3 or 4 in addition to those original ones. So we're constantly adding new ones and better ones. That way we can better provide for you, our mobile esports community.
And of course, keeping it fresh as well, bringing new things in and out. Don't want to let stuff just sit in the shop and go stale. There's new stuff coming in, new drops. Consider becoming a member for as little as $1.99 a month, all the way up to $9.99 a month, and help us out here at Mobile Esports. So we're going to bring more Critical Ops tournaments as well as other tournaments to y'all. Chat, welcome back. Players joining up here. One more player needing to join, and I think we'll be ready to go ahead into the knife round. We'll knife for signs and go ahead and get into map number 3. Slightly more delayed because, again, a couple players need to go ahead and do the recharge on their device.
It's funny because you mentioned that, and they're actually mentioning that in chat, like in the game chat. I don't know if you can see it, but
no, I have game chat muted actually.
No, yeah. So, Rooms is like, my charger be doing me dirty.
Dude, you gotta get the fast charger for the iPad.
Exactly.
Either a MacBook charger or just like the iPhone fast charger, like the 20 watt or the OG iPad charger, just to charge it up a little faster. Man, and it comes in big time clutch. Really does that. The iPad or the MacBook charger will charge your iPad super quick, but it will destroy your battery a lot quicker. So maybe only use it in certain situations where you need that quick top up, and go ahead and use the smaller charger to go ahead and save on that battery a little while longer. Chat.
Yo, Painless, what's up, dude? Been a minute. How you doing, dude? Thanks for tuning in, repping his support. I see you there. What's up, dude? How you doing? Penguin. I like that name. Penguin. What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in, each and every one of you. I see you guys in the chat. I'm unfortunately I cannot speak. I believe that is Russian, but hi. Thanks for tuning in.
Knifing is live. Quick little view there of the bracket. But the knife round is live, and we're going to go ahead and bring it on into this. See who will be taking side. The knife round?
I think it's going on in just a second. Oh, yes. Okay, so they're about to start. I believe it was just a reset. But yeah, knifing will occur in this round right now.
Here we go. They are off.
Bar over here. Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Up inside a cafe.
Knifing going down. They're just taking their seats, waiting for the waiter to come on over and take their order.
Man, I'd like some blue SG fuel, please. Big tall shaker. It's like Geisha's the first to get dropped here. Makes you come out of better. Oh man, we're cruising hatch right there. Finish off those 2 players. 3 players left alive here on the T side, and they will be deciding which side they want to go to. It looks like Euphoria is going to be staying here on the T side. I think that is the case. They're going to decide to stay on the T side. They like the way that worked for them. On the map number 2. I like the decision as well. I think if you have the decision, I prefer to play on the T side. Go to get T side out of the way, because I'd much rather have a longer game on the CT side where I have that CT advantage, man. Euphoria started here on the T side, and map number 3 is live. Ladies and gentlemen, we are into it. Let everybody know map number 3 is live here, tied up in this best out of 5 series. 1-1 here. We'll see which team is going to open this up and put the first point on the board. Euphoria already pushing up here. Moving back out here towards newspaper. Working their stairs right now. Sounds like a herd of buffalo going on that, though. Come over here to their windy stairs. Watching players down there. Follow's going to double up. Trying to go for the third. Keisha finding Rusty. Bomb has it planted here. But only 2 left alive here on the Euphoria side. Room's finding Ecstasy. Ash is able to get a kill, but isn't able to stay alive too long. Geisha getting the kill on him. Melody going for the bomb defuse. Has to stop the plant. Or excuse me, stop the defuse, and is able to get the kill there on Rooms as he comes around, and we'll have plenty of time to defuse it. Team Ray with the first point here. On the board, cash advantage.
Caesar coming in saying Gesha is good, but Faultless is more. Depends because like I mentioned earlier, Gesha's more of a lurker, informational, more of the intangible things. So maybe in the sense of, your KD, maybe, possibly. But in terms of overall value to your team, that's also another up in the air argument, because like I mentioned, it's not always down to the KD. It could definitely be something else. And what is also something else over here? There's 4 versus 1 in round number 2 of map number 3 of the Critical Ops Fireteams tournament. And well, that's a swift 2-round lead in favor of Rain over Euphoria. Going into round number 3, rather. I think it's probably gonna go in favor of Rain. Maybe you'll see Euphoria squeak a little bit of some cash out and opt to buy some utilities as well as some rifles. Taking a look over here, they do seem to have some cash, so they might actually still be on eco. Okay, so they are still ecoing right now.
I think that's the
Bomb
best
is
decision
being pushed over. Yeah, indeed. And I think bomb's going to be pushed over towards maybe the A bomb side, or no, it's still chilling at the back.
Still deciding where they want to go.
Yeah.
Rusty coming up here towards glass room, going to try and get some information in here. Flashbang going out here towards statues. He's going to quick looking up on a headshot there. He's not going to be able to pick up the bomb. Finelli's going to put it down on the ground. 3 versus 4 here. CTs have the man advantage. Keisha working back here. Finds a kill on the Rakusa. Put 2 on the board. Left alive now. Make that 1 Melody. Find the mixage. Remaining player here is going to be Hatch. Isn't able to hatch any plan. Gets dropped. And CT's leading by 3 here. But not a huge surprise in taking the first 3 rounds. You won the pistol round. Typically, you're going to win the next 2. You got the cash advantage. This is the round where, what happened? Do you see Euphoria come in? Stop that snowball from beginning to form. You've worked the cash. You've played your eco rounds. Now's the time to come in, to start throwing your weight around. Or do you lose this, and the snowball begins to form on Team Rain, and maybe you get up 5-0?
Melody 3-0 right now for Rain, and on the other side of things, really quickly, Rakusa and Mixage both at a donut apiece, 0 and 3 respectively for each. And well, it shows right now 3-0 for Team Rain. I think it's going to be a B-bomb site push, if I'm not mistaken, over here. Yeah, towards glass. We got a couple players, rooms included, bomb being pushed up actually towards the B-bomb site, and there might be one player opposing them. That's exactly what's going on. Keisha getting a nice 2-piece and ultimately taking that nade and eating it whole. But Vanoli does indeed get Rakusa, as Rooms also does trade Vanoli out immediately after. Just under a minute left. 1 person left alive for the T's. That is Rooms. He's at 18. And never mind, I was going to say HP, but he's down and out for the count. And 4-0 is round count in favor of Team Rain. Nice shot, nice shot. Yeah, some of these players have incredible shots. The flicks and everything. There are a few types of players, and from what I've seen right now, we have a lot of tactically intelligent players as well as very well versed in game sense. And then on top of that, you have a few that are incredibly talented when it comes to the aim and the just pure raw gun skill. And it definitely shows, because you can't just have 100% raw gun skill and no brain, basically, right? You can't just go like a headless chicken. So definitely helps when you have teammates that are on a different page than you at times, I guess, in terms of the thought process in that sense. Melody, though, getting a nice kill right there, and this is now a 4 versus 1, as I was giving that whole spiel there. Resty with the deagle in hand, probably gonna just try and inch forward, maybe get a kill. But at this point, I don't know what you're doing, actually.
Just hiding in the smoke, doing the best they can. Vanoli using that sniper rifle, really put in the reps there. I think he was able to kill 3 of the players here on the Euphoria side as they tried to push down towards mid-hall. Rusty being the last put out alive here. It looks like Rain is going to go ahead and extend their lead to 5 here. You have the CT advantage, and all the maps are a little CT-sided. I think Legacy is one of those maps that might be a little bit more CT-sided. And Rain has put some impressive performances, has done some impressive playing on this map in previous events. This is one they know well and are efficient on. And they're pushing the advantage they have right now.
He's just chilling. He's literally just chilling. He's about to get a knife kill. No way. Oh, never mind.
Man, he's got to move.
Oh. Interesting. Melody with that wall bang. It's all tied up right now at this point, 1-1, as we go into round number 6 of map number 3. So both teams at 1 map apiece, and this is gonna be a doozy, folks, because right now it's 1 round away from having a 6th round under Rain's belt, and potentially, you know, making the snowball near impossible to stop.
Yeah, they're really working the CD side. You need to start putting a couple points here on the board if you are... Wow, Melody doubling up Geisha's there as well. Remaining player here. Ooh!
3v1.
Is going to be Resty once again, the remaining player working this deagle here towards stairs and tagged in the back by Melody. It's 6-0 here. Rain looking very good, pushing the advantage they have. Melody's 9-0 right now. And that is where you want to have that donut right now.
So right, and as you say that 9-0, Melody sitting very, very nice on top of that leaderboard for the Rain side of things, but Rakusa and Mixage having a very difficult time, can't seem to get anything started, and it definitely shows that at the agency level right now there are 0 and 6 both a piece right there. Agency definitely doesn't want to have 0 and 6 right now. That's a-okay. We'll wait and see if that can change it. Hatch, Rexy was jumping and Hatch just pinged him right off with that noggin kill, and 4 versus 5 in favor of the T's, where they're just chilling bombs, I believe, towards A, and that's exactly what. Oh, never mind. I think they're rotating. They might be trying to rotate.
You know, I'm reading the comment section, and people are talking about how well Rain plays on Legacy. This is one of their better maps. It's interesting why you haven't chosen to play it at all in this tournament. Did you not want to give away the way you play on stream potentially? You didn't want to show strats on this map but you've done it in other events? I don't know. It's interesting decision. Don't know if there was a decision. He should double up to get a couple kills on Rakusa and Hacker respectively. Pushing in here towards B site, trying to get the bomb planted right now. Makes it trying to work with it. Throwing out a frag over towards his statue right now. Players coming in through Art.
3v1, Mix alive.
Last player alive, and Melody. Singing a cute tune right there as he comes in, and boom, lands a headshot. It's 7-0 here. He is currently 10-0.
Oh my goodness! Take a look at the pings, Jake. I just realized.
I know. I was about to say, Faultless had a 2 ping at one point. I guess he moved even closer to the server, and Volnoli moving right across the hall there with a 7 ping. This is what we're talking about. The server. I think right now what you have Team Rain with a server advantage as well as a map advantage. This is a map they play
looking like it, yeah,
very well on, and they are pushing that advantage. And this is what you had to do if you're Team Rain, because you lost map number 2 by 7. So you currently, wow, so many kills there on the kill feed. 3 versus 2 now. Hatch item to where he finally puts Melody down on the ground. No more flawless action for you. It gets to the point, though, you kind of just want to get dropped. Like, I'm 10-0. It's a little too much pressure. Just put me on the ground. I'll come back into it. Next round.
Reach double digits, dude.
Flawless. I know. Was that 11-0, 10-1. He ended up finishing off at.
Ooh, Hacken tagged up and flashed out. 2 versus 2 still going on. Exactly 1 minute left in this round.
They should be able to get this bomb planted. You're working with Vanoli, who has a sniper rifle. Geisha is the only player here with an assault rifle. He's going to be the first to strike. I think he should be waiting for his teammate to come up. I would have waited for Vanoli to come in a little more. Nice Vanoli back here in Art, finding the sniper rifle, looking to see if he can find this remaining team player. Hatch knows the type of situation he is in, trying to work the clock right now, let that bomb slowly tick down. Vanoli going to give himself some cover there. Currently watching right, see if anybody pushes up. Hatch, I don't know how he found him, but he was able to. He's going to rush up here and pick this sniper rifle up. The first point here on the board for Euphoria. Took them 8 rounds, man, but they are finally able to do it. Man, I was going to say, if you are on Team Rain, though, this is what you want to do. You really need to go ahead and extend this lead on the CT side, because right now, I mean, it's looking like you're going to win, but go ahead and get to the point where you're going to tighten that lead currently in the amount of rounds that have been won that Euphoria has. Because if it goes to round number 5, or map number 5, you don't want them to be able to choose a server. And I think that's where they're playing so hard, man. They're going absolutely ham, balls to the wall, whatever analogy, phrase you want to use. Resty coming in, blowing his head off right there. Geisha getting dropped. Rakusa watching his teammates back as his bomb is planted. Tons of smoke down here. They realize there's a player here towards mid. Multiple shots being fired. Rakusa missing. All of them's going to dodge back out. Melody coming down for the Hatch on the ground. Double it up there with a kill there on Rakusa. It's a 1 versus 1 right now. Melody staying alive. Man, this guy is going crazy. I don't know what he's listening to in his headphones right now. 6 HP to work with versus Rooms. Nice. 69. There's no way you can beat him, man. You got 69 HP, but go into God mode.
Melody picking up a 3-piece, though, with a nade. Looking nice and seemed to overstrafe that. And Rooms definitely punished that. I want to highlight really quickly that Resty has officially graduated from the agency. He is now a full-fledged handler now, no longer an agent. He's at 4-9. Rakusa, unfortunately for Rakusa, still in the agency at 0-9. Throw one frag.
Man, you got to be careful there by those double doors. Such a great place to bounce a frag grenade off of. It can really soften you up as you're trying to push. I've never liked pushing B stairs. Keisha working the angle he has.
Oh, it's a slaughter, dude. It's a slaughter. Yo, Resty, put it on a. I was gonna say put it on a clinic. Unfortunately, falls there for Resty, but it looked mighty nice there. Might have been able to pick up a nice 2-piece there to add to his stats. 8-2 in favor of Rain. This is not looking pretty if you're a fan of Euphoria, but there's still hope. There is still hope indeed as we go into round number 11. Shots being fired through double doors mid. Nothing connecting with it. Ultimately, some more shots being fired towards A. Don't think they're actually going to go towards A at all. No, this is a full B push right now. Rush B, rush B. That's exactly what's going on. Ecstasy with the 3-piece gets a nice kill right there. Faultless picks up one more. And this is now a 5 versus 1 scenario. And that's all she wrote. 9-2 right now in favor of Rain.
Oh, it's triple. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Man, they have just been feeding Melody. 16-3.
That's crazy. That's crazy right now. No one going positive or even close to positive or even right now for Euphoria. And meanwhile, you take a look at Rain. Everyone, literally everyone on Rain is positive. Even Melody, well, definitely more than positive.
Mixage working this angle here with his sniper rifle. Players going all out here. 1 round away. This is the round before the flip. Seeing if he can get anything here. Ooh, Mixage able to find Faultless. Sees a player down there, not able to quickly sight back quickly enough. Geisha's going to get him, but quickly traded out by Resty. Hatch. About to push in here towards A. Those flash out. Up there towards Overlook. Vanoli and Melody working this A site. Vanoli going to move back. I think he's moving towards Art. He's going to watch B. He's going to get there before Rakusa is. Rakusa currently moving slowly here through Cafe, about to enter Glass Room. Vanoli has a fantastic angle looking over here. Can easily pick this player off as he moves to try to plant this bomb. Rakusa about to move in. There's a player here on his left, as well as a sniper sighted right here. Boom! Vanoli finishes him off.
Silent but deadly, and Melody coming in and just Rooms didn't have a chance. 10-2 as we go into the flip.
Bring up the stats comparison image quickly here, chat. You can take a look at it. Neither of these teams have played on Legacy in this tournament. Team Rain currently leading by 8, 10-2 here on this Legacy map. This is map number 3 of the best out of 5 series. Currently all tied up here in the series, 1-1. But it looks like Team Rain is going to go ahead and I think it's 2-1 here. Euphoria, though, best case, I mean, I don't want to count them out yet, but it's just going to be difficult for them. Put a few more points here on the board. You want to try to keep that lead you have in terms of the amount of rounds won by each team. So if it does go to map number 5, you got to choose the server. And look at how Rain's moving around. There's the confidence that they have as they're moving around right now. They know where to look for the angles. They know exactly where they're moving. It's like they're just funneling the players to the parts of the map they want them to be at.
Oh, mixed.
They're like herding sheep right now. Right into the area they want them to be at, and boom. Yeah, or herding cattle, whatever you want to use.
Okay, all right. So this is looking as if it's gonna be a blowout. 11-2. Definitely not looking very good for Euphoria. Don't want to count them out because in all honesty, we have seen comebacks. It's very similar, if not even more. I guess even worse off looking than the one we have right now in this match.
Just not in a finals match, though. Not in a finals match where you have
true
pings like you do on the Rain side. Hey, just look how they're moving right now. Flawless knows the situation he and his teammates are in. They're feeling good. Comes around the corner, just spraying and praying. Rakusa put on Geisha, looking around to see if he can find this player. Rakusa, he's going up here towards the stairs, moving back towards Art. She got lit up there with the deagle. Melody getting tagged, trying to find him as he jumps down. Ooh, Resty Man putting down Melody. Great communication here, and the advantage that Rain had evaporated. Follows the remaining player up to live here, trying to work this SMG. Oh my lord, how did he get that flip there on Rakuza, man? He went running off towards Art, trying to find him, but Hatch with that deagle is going to be the one to eliminate him.
What was that?
That was a
that
crazy
flick was
round.
nasty, bro. What? Oh. Three. Okay, well, 3 rounds now in favor of Euphoria. Slowly yet surely? Question mark. Inching their way back towards comeback? Question mark. Well, we'll wait and see here, folks. But that was a nutty round towards the ending there. Okay, it's gonna be a B rather. Everyone's hitting glass. Everyone's hitting glass. Rush B, Rush B. Resty gets a nice 2-piece right there. A whole slew of kills going down. This is now a wow. Okay, CTs have got this on lockdown. That was a very, very big mistake by the T's, pushing up and just funneling into that slaughterhouse glass right now. And it's a 3 versus 1. Bomb is down. No real hope right now for Vanoli as he's 3 HP. Pistol in hand, and this is just going to be a dream for Vanoli.
Man, there's a fine line between confidence and cockiness. I think they just crossed that line here on the Rain side. Yeah. I mean, not to the situation, not to the point where you're going to lose this game just yet, but you're getting to the point where that nice gap you had created in terms of the rounds, the amount of rounds you had won, moving into map number 5 might come into handy. That's beginning to disappear. You're 2 rounds away. You're going to be, well, a little lower on cash on the Rain side. Players are going to be definitely playing eco here as they come into this. Is it a easily won game for Euphoria? No way. Not even close. But it's a gap that can be filled, and Euphoria, by the end of this, might not win it, but might still be leading in the amount of rounds they have won.
True. So they'd be playing for that if, well, obviously they're playing for the win, but as a consolation, that would be the round count.
Exactly. And that's what I'm talking about, man. I keep focusing on that round because I think it's going to go to map number 5. Or I feel like it's going to go to map number 5. Just by the way these teams are playing, I think it will go to map number 5. So that round count for both of these players. Who is it? I'm sorry?
Sorry, no. Yeah, you're correct. I was saying it's definitely looking like it at this point.
It's going to come down to, I think, server and map number 5. Who gets that server choice?
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Vanoli. Like this.
Holy moly, man.
Exactly. Holy moly, Vanoli. Cannoli. Okay, never mind. I was going to say bread and ravioli. I'm going to stop now. 3v3, just under a minute left in this round. B should be the bomb set of choice as Bomb, and the other 2 T's are heading over there as well. Utility being used. Trying to check these corners, and Hatch in a corner. Definitely not able to do anything. Was the T right there as Hatch does take the L, or rather the W. Vanoli though taking that W as well and running with it 2v2 as Hatch does get some hit markers right there. He gets a person tagged up. This is very, very close. Not much time left to plant, and it's gonna be coming down to the wire, folks, as they're playing some doing over here. And Hatch with a nice little flick on Melody, but Vanoli gets that kill right there. 10 seconds left.
Bomb's the nutcracker, man.
Has been planted.
Bombs down. Vanoli 18 HP, Rakusa 100 HP, and an AR in his hands.
Man,
definitely. Look at that heads up play, not peeking it immediately.
He knows he's working with a sniper rifle. He got the call. He's moving in here, staying crouched. I don't know if Vanoli realizes how far he's pushed in yet.
I love that the way he's peeking. That's beautiful peeking. Oh, Vanoli though. The superior player in this scenario with that bomb and sight cover advantage as well as weapon advantage. 4 rounds for Team Euphoria, and this is now match point for Team Rain in map number 3 of the Critical Ops Fireteams tournament, brought to you by Mobile Esports.
115 for Rakusa. That is a frustrating map.
Definitely.
And the last 2 maps he was playing fairly well too.
Yeah,
I saw a couple of people talking about that in the comment section. Yeah, he wasn't. I mean, he was playing well. This is just one you just didn't perform in. It happens.
And it happens. It definitely happens. Yep.
It just unfortunately has to be here. Currently, match point here for Team Rain. At this point, if you're Euphoria, you're just trying to go ahead and take a couple more points and keep that advantage you have in terms of the rounds you've won, or maybe just lose it by 1 or 2. Man, Vanoli working the sniper rifle, looking up top. See if you can find anybody. Looking back there. Working his angles the best he can. Resty and teammate locking down this B site. Time is on their side. 100%. Euphoria is working that clock. So quiet right now here on Legacy. With or without that ambient audio turned on.
Ooh, boom. What?
T's made a decision. They're moving here. Play coming up. Makes he's going to put down the limit. Melody quickly to find someone. Oh, Melody!
First, I haven't seen the shot in a while. And 2 versus 1. CT's
all quickly cleaned up
advantage.
Remaining player here is going to be XC as he's moving up here. Hatch is going to put him down. And Euphoria is going to hang on for another round here.
Life. They literally cannot give another round up. It's literally do or die for them for this map. Of course, not for the tournament, but for this map. It's I think what was it 7 that they have to get in order to be favored for their server.
So right now they lead by 6. So you can't have more of a 6-round count loss. So 13 to 7 would be tied up. They need to get to 13 to 8 still have the lead. It's gonna be difficult, but at least I'm sorry to cut you off. It's doable, yeah. You definitely can get to 13 to 8, 13 to 6. At least have it's a small gap, right? A small gap, and you're playing on a map Rain is good at and Rain server. So as you come into map number 4, you're going to go to Plaza. Now this is a map that that Euphoria hasn't played on actually. So I don't know how they're going to perform on that. Obviously they've played it before, just not in the tournament. But you have the server advantage.
Gesha with that flash and then frag on Hatch.
Opening it up here for his team on the CT side. Or excuse me, T side.
It's a very slow round right now. 40 seconds left and only one person has dropped and not a single person has fully committed to a bomb site.
Yeah, I really think that's what the CT's down here. They know they can't win. They're just holding back, and they're going to try to work this round count the best they can, and then come into map number 4 and separate themselves as far as they can from Rain's score, and hopefully be able to choose the server in map number 5. I think that's what they're going for here. Resty and oh my lord, Resty doubling up, but each of the remaining player here, and Rooms is there with the angle on him as he pops out of the glass room.
6 now.
I looked away, and all of a sudden, Resty comes up with a 3K. Right there, hiding in the corner.
Some teabagging in spawn. Taking a look at the scoreboard really quickly. Rakusa has definitely graduated and is now at 14-7. So definitely still struggling, but like we mentioned earlier, it's not necessarily always kitty. Yes, it's a good indication of kind of what to expect from a team.
This is really interesting. I'm looking at the Rain cash situation. It has evaporated. They've continued going full buys. Vanoli kept buying Eurasios, and that is one way to deplete your bank account. Is just continue to buy those Eurasios, man. It drains it quickly. Now, with that being said, they have the advantage here. 5 versus 3, they had the 2-man advantage. Rakusa.
Oh, Rakusa.
And Hatch. Quickly going to put it down the ground. XC, fighting Rakusa. Gisho put it down Hatch. Going to play the bomb here now. The A side. It looks like this will be the round Rain is going to take. It's up to Resty to clutch this up.
They get 2-piece right here. Okay, never mind. I was going to say. They literally, they were lined up for a 2-piece. The T's were. Resty. Oh, Resty could be coming up on them right here. And this is going to be very interesting. He opts to not push that out. So he's going to have the top to worry about. Because that's where both T's are right now. Opting to smoke that out. To maybe bait out a bomb check. And hopefully get a kill there for Resty. That's indeed the case. Gets 1. He's going to have to stick it.
He's got to stick it, man. Oh my gosh. Thanks. He might not have the angle. He's going to be able to come up with it. And Rain will be the winner here of this map. And currently they're leading the entire series with a 2-round count lead. And of course, they're leading the series here by 2-1. Honestly, Euphoria did the best they possibly could. They cut
that was close.
Big lead
Yeah.
that Rain had. They cut it down a little bit. So really, you're only down in terms of the overall rounds that have been won by 2 here. Now, of course, Rain is leading as we go into map number 4. They are leading the series here by 2-1.
They were almost able to get to that 8th round.
They were almost able to get to it. So close. It's going to come down to this map number 4 here. What do you do? Does Rain come in, win, and go ahead and move on to be the finals, be recorded in the Hall of Fame, take all the goodie prizes, the cash, the G Fuel, the Gamer Goo. But Plaza is going to be the map here. Euphoria needs to come out and win this, take it to map number 5, and they need to go ahead and win it by a decent margin. 3 or 4 will be what you need to be able to do in order to be able to choose the map or the server for map number 5. It'll be interesting to see what happens here, chat. We are preparing it as we speak. We're going to have a quick word from our sponsors, and then we will be back with map number 4. Chat, is map number 4 going to be all she wrote here for Team Euphoria? Is Rain going to come out and win this on their server and on a map they, looking statistically at, have a pretty good record in? 5 wins, 100% wins. Actually, they haven't lost here. Win-loss ratio. Kills on this map, 382. They've played a lot on this map with an average of 1.3 KD. And we had nothing to compare to Team Euphoria on Plaza. Statistically, you got to favor Rain. Of course, you have the momentum. You have the advantage coming into it in terms of being up 1. Curious to see what you think, chat. We will be right back after this word from our sponsors.
Yeah.
What's going on, Mobile Esports fans? It's Sudden Death here. On behalf of Mobile Esports, I'm excited to announce the credits system. The credits system is something the Mobile Esports team has been working on, and it's an amazing new addition to the Mobile Esports bot in our Discord server. We're calling it the credits system. Players will earn credits by competing in tournaments and community events, and can also win credits in giveaways and other such events. Players can then use these credits to purchase items in our new shop in the Mobile Esports Discord server. And in this quick video, I'm going to explain all how it works. So once you're here, come to the bot channel and go ahead and type /credits, just like you're seeing here on screen. Press send, and it's going to bring up some available commands. If you ever have any questions or are confused or don't have time to refer back to this video, all you have to do is type in /credits. Help, and this will bring up a help bar that explains the entire credit system to you and how it works and what you need to do just to operate the basic functions. Many different ways you can earn credits. Once you've earned credits, you can come to the credit shop, and as you can see here in the little help area, all you have to do to access the shop is by typing /credits shop. Once again, /credits shop will bring up the credit shop. Now, the shop right now consists of 10 different items, but in the future there will be a lot more items, and we'll be constantly changing stuff out. But for right now, this is what we got. As you can see here, there's multiple different G Fuel products you can get: a $10 iTunes gift card, a $10 Google Play gift card, as well as an iPad Air and a Surfshark VPN 1-month membership. What I want to do today is I want to go ahead and purchase number 5, or the Spicy Demonade G Fuel tub. Huge fan of Doom, so that is the one I'm going to be getting. So all I have to do is type /credits purchase, and if you'd like to get a little more information about the product before you purchase it, all you have to do is type /credits info 5. This will bring up a little information about the product itself. Like I said, I'm looking to get the G Fuel Spicy Demonade tub, and the cost is 250 credits.
If you're looking for some G Fuel, maybe a hat, tub, shaker, energy crystals, or anything in between, please make sure to go check out gfuel.com for their great assortment. All you got to do is add something to your cart, make sure that it's something that you want to give it a try or something that you've already had, check out, then fill in some of these details right here. Some of them are, of course, our code esportsmobile for 10% off anything and everything on gfuel.com. That code again is esportsmobile. In this case, you get 30% off. Use your payment method of choice. Go ahead and follow the on-screen prompts, and there you go. That's it. That's all you got to do to complete your G Fuel order. Make sure you use our code esportsmobile for 10% off. In this case, 30% off your order. Thank you very much. Take it easy. Peace, please.
Chat, welcome back. No, it is not over. Rain leading, though, 2-1 here. Gonna try to get it over with here in map number 4. Map number 4 will be taking place on the map Plaza. Now, statistically, this is a fantastic map here for Team Rain, and we can't really look at anything for Euphoria as they had not played here on this map in the tournament. Nothing to compare them to. You're just looking at Rain, though. 5 wins. Haven't lost a map. Or haven't lost a match here on this map. Fantastic win-loss ratio. 69%. 382 kills. And a 1.33 KD. Gotta be feeling good here on the Rain side coming into it. Now, you will be playing on not a server of choice. It's going to be interesting. It is going to be close. I think. We'll see. Don't know what Euphoria is going to have in their bag for them. Gonna need to do something big. If you win the knife round again, like they have last couple maps, do you go ahead and decide to take the CT side? Do you try to create that, not allow Rain to run up on the CT side, run the score up, having that CT advantage? This is another one of those maps that is maybe a little more CT side, not so much as Rain, but it is a definitely a little more CT sided map. Depending on how you play on the T side, it can be a very, very T sided map.
True.
But you got to get the slight edge over there to the CTs.
So I remember playing this map a whole long time ago, years at this point, and brings back some memories. Some really sick 360 no scopes.
Barcelona, the OG map name.
Indeed.
Chat currently bringing up the top players here in the Fireteams tournament for you to take a look at. Adam I think Adam played one game and then tapped out. He's been up there at 17 KD the entire tournament. Toilet flusher below them here for Team Unity. It's interesting to see when you look at those top players that you really don't have any on the remaining 2 teams playing. You do have Mixage here, and Team Euphoria is top 10 right there. It's interesting to look at. Stats don't, like we said, stats don't tell the whole story. They don't mean everything.
Yep. There's another piece of the puzzle, and a lot of the times no one really sees it except for maybe the actual team.
Mm-hmm.
And I bring this example to the board again. So there was this pro player, Karma, for the Optic Gaming at the time, and this was specifically during the IW and World War II period for COD, and they took him for granted, and they ended up dropping him, and it was the biggest mistake they made, and a lot of them said it because the people, I guess, were saying, hey, this guy's not doing too well. The stats, he's going negative a lot of the times. He's not really, quote unquote, performing very well. Lo and behold, the reason the stats are saying one thing is because he's doing all the dirty work. He's doing, the information gathering, the lurking, just everything that most teams don't want, or teammates rather, don't necessarily want to do, because they want to go ahead, get those frags, clear out the sites, etc., right? And when they dropped him, they saw a very, very big hole that was left from that player, Karma, and they wanted him back. And then they eventually, they made amends, but it's the intangible things, like I mentioned, that you can't always account for, especially when you're watching as a viewer. All you see is this guy going 0-10, 0-5, 5-15, or whatever it may be, right? It's not the whole story. It's not the full story. Yes, it's an indication, and generally it's a very strong indication of, well, this player's good, this player's bad, whatever, right? But it's not the full story. So you got to keep that in mind. You got to give the player the benefit of the doubt, always.
Indeed. Top teams here. Interesting again, just based on stats wise. Euphoria number 5 here in the tournament, and Team Rain all the way down here at number 9.
Indeed.
Don't have the best stats, but playing here in the finals. Players slowly joining in. We gave them a short little break, went ahead and extended the amount of time they had to join the room. Just so they have a little extra time to go ahead and put some charge on their devices that are low. A couple of these players are playing on some lower charge devices. Speaking of devices, chat, what devices are you playing on? Are you playing on smartphones, tablets? If so, what's tablet? Probably an iPad, but maybe not. And if you're playing on a smartphone, what smartphone are you playing on? Is it an iPhone, Android device, a Galaxy, a OnePlus? Curious to see which devices you all are playing on.
I wonder, are there any competitors that are playing on any of the Asus ROG phones?
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see if anybody's using one of the ROG devices. Is that 90 hertz OLED?
144. The ROG3 has 144.
It's OLED still, right?
It's I think it's AMOLED.
Oh, so AMOLED. Yeah. Okay. So it is. It's just it's Samsung. If they're using Samsung displays, I guess it'd be an AMOLED display. It's basically the same thing. There's a slight difference between it.
So I think it's 144 AMOLED, 6K, so 6,000 milliamps, and I think the aspect ratio is like some that's like 21.5 or something by 9. I don't know, something like that. Either way, like,
that's tall.
What are you gonna? I don't know.
I know. It gets to the point where you start stretching the device out like this. It's not as enjoyable to game on because your fingers do cover up the other sides, so you don't have as much of an advantage as you do with some taller devices. Map score, Slava, 2-1 here. Rain is leading. Rain has won map number 1 and map number 3, with Euphoria winning in map number 2. Map number 4 is being prepared as we speak. I just said map a lot right there, saying it once again. Currently getting these players on in here. Only 1 player, or 2 players have joined. I believe 1 for each team has currently joined up. They are taking their time getting in here. I don't know if they're making any subs. However, they are working on getting a couple devices charged up. There are a couple players, I believe, on each team. All right, Crosby will take care of that.
Indeed.
Thank you so much. A couple players on each side, just having some lower battery on their older devices, I guess.
Happens. It happens.
It does indeed. It does indeed. So, chat, we should be hopping into this shortly. Just a couple more minutes. While we're waiting, though, for those of you just joining, we have a top 5 clips from the tournament. These are the top 5 clips that the mobile esports team spent hours and hours and hours scouring through all the footage to put together and put a little montage for you. Hope you do enjoy it here. Here it is. Pow pushing through. Boom, boom, pow. Happy's the first strike, final Blaze. Explorer put down aura. Pow's gonna be there, finally flush before the damage to his team. It's a 4v3 right now. 3 up on the CT side. Make that 2 up, 1 up on the CT side. Pretzel's doubling up, and it's low. He's low to the ground, but Pretzel's who's gonna twist them up, man. And that's gonna be another round going to the CTs now. Less 20-9 and 19-9. Like, that's in the margin of error. Code and Naruto 13-12, 11-13. Again, in the margin of error. In a match like this, like 11-13, 13-12, so close. Code somehow get that quick scope there, and Claw doubling up there with the frag grenade. 1 left alive here on the T side. That's gonna be Naruto, and he's not gonna be able to do much after he got Claw. It's tied up once again. Cody working at that Euratio, man. What incredible play, expert play, just surgically picking their team apart. He came right up on them. I guess he decided to make some G Fuel. Big kill there from Fallen Knight coming in. A crucial clutch kill. Daylight. Flash. Goes to play over here. Pride 1. Going for the other one behind the box. Oh my lord, how did he get that flick? He's down to 1 HP. Barely staying alive. And comes up with a 2-piece. The bomb has been planted, but they were easily able to defuse this. And Xenocide has re-tied the matchup. How did Xenocide Daylight get that?
Bomb has been defused.
Look, it's like light speed right there. Changing from Daylight to light speed, man. Clutch first kill here. On XT trying to double up. He does. He's going to go for another. He does. He gets a triple kill. Goes for the quad. He gets him off. And that's a point going towards Xenocide. Once again, they've taken the lead here. Yes, coming out. Sugar Big. It's a quad kill right there. All those raid players. Why did they do that? Exposing the stairs mid. That is not a good decision there on their part. Unbelievable by Visit. Triple kill. Quadruple kill. I mean, that quadruple kill Vis gets right there at the end is probably one of the it's the best play. Like one of the best play in the tournament. And I'm saying one of the best plays. It's just it's cool right there. It was if you've been watching the entire match coming up to that, it's that whole little sequence right there was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Chat.
I just thought that's crazy. That's nuts.
Yeah, I know. Did what was your favorite play from the tournament? Did you think we put your favorite play in there, or do you have another play you want to go ahead and
I think
point
the
out?
second play was my favorite because the flicks clutches.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just the flicks, the spray transfers, like they're lining up to them.
It is so good.
I don't know. I'm a sucker for spray transfers, dude. Flicks and spray transfers specifically, but I think spray transfers are a little bit more difficult than flicks because you have to be accurate and during a spray twice or at the very least twice for that spray transfer to actually occur. But I don't know. I'm a real sucker for those. And I was looking at some of them from CS, and there's one on Stewie. He's pushing up on Mirage back B site, and oh my goodness, it was filthy. It reminds me of some of the plays I've seen in the Fireteams tournament or C-Ops here. It was just nuts, dude.
Fewer players you can join here. Currently waiting for them to come in. Again, we gave them a little bit of extra time here, a slight delay before the match starts because some of the players need to recharge the devices and maybe use the bathroom break, grab some more G Fuel. Speaking of G Fuel, make sure you use code esports mobile sooner rather than later because currently 30% off. 30% off anything on gfuel.com. Take advantage of it while you can. Save some extra cash on the amazing product that is G Fuel. Makes an amazing present for the holidays, or also makes an amazing gift for yourself. I know I'll be handing it out to the friends and family and also getting myself a little bit of one. Nothing beats some strawberry shortcake on Christmas morning.
Ooh.
Playing one of those new games you got. Once again, limited time here, Code Esports Mobile, 30% off anything on gfuel.com. Use it while you can. Also, while you're over there at gfuel.com, you're going to be using the internet. And, we use the internet for many different things. I know I do. And
Yeah,
you might be doing nothing you don't care about anybody knowing on your device, or maybe you are. I don't care. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. You're probably not going to tell me anyways because you don't want anybody to know. But why are you allowing your internet provider to see what you're doing online? By using... Yeah, exactly. Stop. It's like close the bathroom door on your provider. Stop letting them look at you doing your business online. It's your business.
Stop.
You got to do what you want to do. Stop.
Help.
Exactly. And stop. Stop doing it right now before heading to gfuel.com. Go ahead. Head over there to surfshark.com and get yourself a 2-year membership by using code esportsmobile. You get a month free. And go ahead and stop allowing your internet provider to see what you're doing. It's none of their business. It's none of their business at all. Close that bathroom door on your provider and go ahead and get a free month off at surfshark.com. I know you're waiting. I know everybody in chat is waiting. Players are slowly but surely joining up here. You need to go ahead and hurry up and get into the room. I know you're waiting. I know you're getting a little impatient, but we've given them a little bit of time here to charge up. I don't know if they're making any subs. It will be interesting to see if they do bring in any subs or not. On either team, right now not seeing any subs coming in. Everybody here on the EU side is almost joined. We have one more player to join here on the EU side, and we'll have the full team here, and a couple more Reign players. Slowly coming in. Now, coming into this, Reign is the best out of 5 for those of you just joining. Reign is leading by 1 in the series, 2-1. Having won their wins on their own server, Euphoria winning map number 2, which was on their server, and coming into map number 4 here, it is on their server, so you do have that server advantage. However, looking at the stats, this is a map that is very, very strong for Reign. Reign is very strong on this map. 100% win-loss. They've played 5 times on this map, haven't lost one. Fantastic kills. 1.33 KD. Now you come over here and look at Team Euphoria, and they've not played on Plaza here in the tournament. In the Fireteams tournament, that is. Not saying they haven't played before. Obviously, they have played before on Plaza. This is not a map they have never played on or anything. We're just saying not in the tournament. We don't know how they would have performed versus some of the teams they could have potentially played here on this map. You have the server advantage, which is definitely giving you a little bit of advantage coming in. We'll see if Plaza's a map you can work on if you're a Team Euphoria player. See who gets the knife win. Euphoria has been winning. I think they won all 3 out of every single map. So definitely fair to come and win the knife round. Do you choose which side you want to start on? Do you start on the T side again? They've decided to start on the T side last couple times. So they go into the flip on the CT side. Do you do that? Do you go ahead and take the CT side to start with? Try to put a little stomping on Euphoria, not let them take such a lead. Many things to be answered here. We will see how it goes. We got the bracket here between all of these teams that have played. Started out with 64 teams, over 500 players. We've narrowed it down to 2 and a handful of players.
That's a lot of players. 500 and 64 teams. Whew.
Crazy. So we've narrowed it down all the way to here. Euphoria and Team Reign. Team Reign leading in this best out of 5 series. They're up by 1. If they come in and win this on Plaza, upset Euphoria on their server, they will go ahead and be crowned the champions of the Fireteams tournament. And we ran a poll for the last couple days, and Euphoria is favored by 79%. Over 79% of the votes go to Team Reign. Euphoria just picking up a measly 21%. What an upset. It would be great. Team Euphoria is able to pull off a win. I'm still feeling like a map number 5. I just think everything's set up to go to map number 5 and come down to the server. Who gets the server? We'll see though. Reign might not allow it to happen. Chat, let us know your predictions down in the comment section. We should be live here shortly. Only a couple more players needing to join here. Moderators are corralling them on in here.
I like that.
Caesar.
Like that usage of the word.
Indeed. Caesar, Sarai, Maraxi? Apologize for butchering anybody's names out there. Sifix. Kicks. Shout out to everybody here in the chat. In your opinion, best Rain player? Let's look at the stats.
It's definitely a good way of indicating who it might be.
Figuring that out. You look at the stats between everybody here on Team Rain, here on the right-hand side. Vinoli, just by stat-wise, is the best. 1.37 KD. However, I think it depends on the map. It depends on... really,
everyone...
like it's statistically wise, you got to give it to Vinoli, but what you've seen from Team Rain throughout the entire tournament, you can't really say one player is better than the other.
You've had a lot of solid clutch plays and like solid heads up plays from every player during this entire 3 maps leading up to this 4th map. I think it's very spread out. There's no like
just
MVP.
judging a player based on KD or anything like that.
Yeah.
Fallen Knight in map number 1 was
he was
insane, just going off, especially there in the first half.
Yeah.
You've seen Geisha stepped up big there in map number 3. Ecstasy had some big plays on map number 2. Sarah, we want to start the map. Like we want to stop. We want to get the map going, man. We want to stop going back and forth talking about stats. We want to. If we could, we would. Trust us. But you got to be patient. Players are coming in here. You have to understand they've just played. They've been playing. We've been streaming for almost 3 hours. They've been playing for basically 3 hours. They're taking a little breather. They're recharging their devices. I got an iPhone 11 Pro and an iPad Pro. Those things drain when you're playing games on them. You gotta put a little more charge on them. It is going to be something you got to do. There's no way around it. You got to be able to do it. We got one player on each side needing to join, and we should be able to get this on the road, probably just 2 to 3 minutes away from the map starting.
Indeed. So it's close. We're almost there.
Mm-hmm.
We're just waiting for some people to join in and whatnot. But like Art said right there, we're waiting. We're almost there. We really do appreciate your patience and your joining us today. Genuinely appreciate it. Thank you very much. This is very, very amazing to see a whole bunch of you from the Critical Ops community, from old like OGs, new gens, and somewhere in the middle maybe, coming in with us over here and watching. And it's just this amazing matchup that is Team Rain versus Euphoria in the Critical Ops Fireteams tournament finals. And I can't wait. I can't wait to get this map for underway. Yeah.
Yes, next. This is map number 4 here in the best out of 5 series here. It's map Plaza. You guys can see the image up here on screen. If we make it over here to map number 5, we'll be playing on Grounded. Be interesting to see if we get that or not. Euphoria has a server advantage, but Rain, we know statistically they play very well on this map. You're leading the series 2-1. Man, it's hard to tell. First few rounds, I think, will be very telling how this entire map is going to go.
Indeed.
Players working on joining up here. Again, just finishing charging a couple devices. Needing to put a little extra charge on it. Got to win the tournament, man. Get some extra cash. So use some of those prizes to get yourself a new device. Crosby, we want to go over the prizes.
Yes, indeed. Of course, there are a lot of phenomenal prizes that we've got going on this time around. Of course, the first one we're gonna come up and bring up every single time is the cold hard cash. $500 in cold hard cash. That's amazing. I love me some cash. But in addition to the prize pool or the cash money prize pool, we have the special weapon skin in game. Only the winners will be able to access it and get it. It'll be magnifico. We also have a mobile esports emblem in game, which I do believe, Jake, you might have a picture there. If not right now, maybe in a bit we can send that over to you guys so you guys can see it. Mobile esports emblem, amazing. In-game credits, so a whole bunch of credits so you guys can just spend on some skins and whatnot, as well as G Fuel energy products. So get some energy crystals, as well as some tubs, hats, shaker, whatever it may be. G Fuel has you covered. And 500 mobile esports credits, which can be used to redeem in our shop on mobile esports Discord server. And in addition to that, yeah, the Record Hall of Fame, dude. The Record Hall of Fame holds the most touted and the most prestigious players in the mobile esports community, and we are super excited to have players from Critical Ops in that amazing Hall of Fame. But yeah, that's a quick rundown of our prize pool. So a whole bunch of amazing things: cash, money, glory, amazing in-game items, currency, as well as products from G Fuel. So can't wait to get this started. Nah, you got just keep playing, man. Keep playing. Obviously, don't neglect other things, but just keep playing.
If you enjoy doing it, you gotta keep doing it. And again, join up in a Discord server. I think it's Juarez. Am I pronouncing that properly? Join up in a Discord server if you haven't joined already. Mobile Sports Discord server, as well as other Discord servers. Try to get yourself some new friends, play some people, and get yourself out there.
Indeed, I'll post that right now so you can go ahead and join in if you'd like to.
100%. One more player needing to join here, and we will be off to the races. Map number 4, they have taken their time getting on into this. Of course, we gave them the time. You played 3 intense matches of Critical Ops. You need a little break. You need a little breather. You also need to recharge your device a little bit. Your device needs a little break, needs a little breather, as well as yourself. That's what's been going on, and we will be off here shortly. Hopefully,
shortly
just
after
another
the races.
yeah, just a couple more minutes waiting.
Indeed. Just to kind of tease a little bit of kind of Naruto, Jake. So you said you're interested in watching it after you saw the Pain speech, right?
Definitely, yes.
Okay. I have a couple things to say on that, and this goes out for anyone else who hasn't seen Naruto either. I'll split up into 2 things. First off, there is another show that is a sequel to Naruto, right? And that is called Boruto. As you can imagine where that goes. I'm not going to spoil it, but I didn't realize that there's such a big fan base for Boruto. And I don't think it's too great. At the very least, towards the beginning. Now it's getting fantastic. The anime side of things, and the manga's always been really good. But the anime side of things, it's getting really, really good. But anyway, I didn't realize there was that big of a fan base. Mm-hmm. On the other side of things, for Naruto, that's always had a very, very big fan base. And if you're going to get into Naruto, you're definitely going to want to do a couple things. First off, skip the fillers. Please look the fillers up and skip them. Skip all of the fillers. If you're going to get into the story, you do not want to get halfway through this amazing story arc and then get literally 20 episodes of just absolute fillers. Please do yourself a favor and look them up, because there was this one arc and I was super into it, and then it's super well paced. Everything is going fantastic. I love it. I'm glued to it, right? Next thing I know, filler. And I'm like, no. And I went online and I looked, and all of them for the next 20 episodes or something were fillers. So anyway, yeah. If you're gonna start Naruto,
the clutch in there on those fillers, prevent that from
yes, and the movies that you've got for Naruto are actually quite good. They're not all amazing, especially the ones a little bit earlier on, but they're good. They're worth the watch is what I'm trying to say. They're not all canon, but yeah. Elevate. We are doing our best over here. We're just waiting for teams to have all players in. But yeah, Jackie, come on, man, don't do me like that. Why you guys say that? I'm watching One Piece right now. I'm really thoroughly enjoying that one right now. I'm 550 inside in One Piece right now. Episode 1 or 550 rather. Yeah, we're just trying to get one last player in over here. Please be patient. I understand that you would like to see this matchup going on, and I same here. Same here.
Yeah, chat, we're just waiting right now for these teams. Okay, the final player here, actually just final player needing to join in here. We're hopefully a couple more minutes away from starting. Again, we want to start as soon as we possibly can. We don't want to go ahead and delay any longer than we have to, but one player, they're trying to get their final player in here, I believe on the, actually I'm not going to say the team name there. They're trying to get the final player in on, but they're working on getting that in. We're going to be stats comparison image between these teams again. You can take a look at that, the individual players as well as their performance, the team's performance on their maps. Here, map number 4. Currently, Rain is leading for those of you coming in this best out of 5 series. Their lead 2-1. They need one more win, and they will be walking away with the victory. We'll see what they can do here. Legacy, they won. Map number 3. Decently commanding victory there. Coming into Plaza, statistically, you're looking at Rain with 5 wins, 100% win-loss ratio. Over there on the Euphoria side, no stats. They have not played on Plaza here in the Fireteams tournament yet, so we'll have to see what they can do as they come on in here. They will have the server advantage, which will definitely help them. But you're beginning to look at those stats on the Rain side. It's like, even if you have the server advantage, is it going to be that big of an advantage? That big of an advantage that will carry you to the other side?
I think we might be ready to go really soon. I don't want to,
Final player is joined here. Yes, indeed.
I don't want to jinx it, but I think we might be good to go very, very soon. 2-1 right now in favor of Rain. This is map number 4 as we go into this best of 5 series.
All right, knife match here is live. Final player joining it. Rain is leading in this best out of 5 series. 2-1. Here we go. We're deciding sides right now.
Ooh. Slice, 2-1, and there you go.
And Euphoria winning that right there. They will be deciding sides. I think they've won every single. They at least won the last 3. I believe they won map number 1 as well. They've won the knife round on every single side. Chat, we will be hopping into this map here in just about 20 seconds. They have decided on sides. Euphoria will be starting out here on the CT side. I'm not honestly surprised they decided to do that. They're going to go ahead and try to take a decently commanding lead up over Rain and coming on the T side and scoot out to victory. Here we go. We are live here on map number 4. Was a little bit of a wait, but here we go. My iPad froze for a second, like the screen wasn't working as that was going on. Multiple players getting dropped here. 2 versus 1. Melody, the remaining player left here, live here on the Rain side. Does have bomb in hand though. Resty working on, coming around the side here.
Room's actually at 27 HP, so that's actually, never mind. I was going to say that might be a benefit in Melody's favor, but unfortunately for Melody, gets pinched right there, and Euphoria takes that first round, pistol round, of course. They are up 1-0 over Team Rain. Yes, indeed. Alrighty, taking a look at, so we'll take a look at Rain real quick. They're looking as if they're going to push up towards B from this back left side. Cold Zero, though. Whoa, is that Cold Zero from CS? Hello. Don't want to see some ratio plays right there, but Cold Zero gets a nice 2-piece. I believe that was a 2-piece, as this is now a 4 versus 1, and Faultless not able to do anything right there as he was left alone on the B-bomb site. Rooms takes him out. This is now a 2-0 round count, and it's looking nice. Of course, typically how it goes for the first little bit. CTs usually get the first little bit in terms of the rounds. We'll have to wait and see if eco is still going to be a factor for the T's. Taking a look at them right here, for me at least. Looks as if they're still on somewhat of an eco. Some players have actually bought SMGs.
I think it's a good decision spreading it out there. If you do lose a round, you'll have a couple players on your team who have more cash to work with, moving into round number 4. But they would like to go ahead and start showing themselves, throwing their weight around a little bit, and put a point here on the board. Moving up here right now into apartment. They're jumping out. Faultless is there, putting down Resty before he damage to his team. Akisha also finding Mixage. They'll be pushing out here. Got to watch there by CT Stairs. Zero's going to zero at one player, put it down on the ground, but quickly eliminated there by Ecstasy. Frag Grenade going out. Room's working on coming behind these players here. The last one alive. Melody's going to drop him, and they are able to do it. The T's have put a point here on the board. That split eco round paying off for them.
Oh, okay. So pings are actually really, really similar for the most part. Fairly evened out. So this should be at least if you go off ping, you know, and what we've seen in previous matches as well as server advantage, it could go down to the wire again for this one.
Indeed. Euphoria does have the ping advantage though, and they are starting here on the CT side. Really, if you're on Rain, you just got to work this, play it nice and slow, maybe go into the flip down by a couple, get that CT advantage, and then work it. But this is a map Rain is very, very good on. Even with the server disadvantage, I think they definitely have a chance here.
Indeed.
Nobody that to get dropped. As I say, the Fallis is going to open it up, finding rooms there towards CT mid. About a minute 7 left here on the clock. 0 right now having to play eco. Watching players come inside of apartment. Firing multiple shots, missing all, but Mixage going to put down Fallis. Geisha is there, finding Mixage. Was about to get going, but it slowed down. XST quick little flicks, trying to go back. Remaining player now on the CT side is going to be 0 down with his hog.
Resty got
were able to take
throttled. Dude, he got absolutely throttled. He got caught in the air while his knife was, while he was switching weapons, and then he got throttled by 2 players. That was not a round you were going to win there, Resty. Sorry, boy.
All tied up here as we move into round number 5. Rain throwing their weight around, showing how well they play on this map. And as I say, this map, obviously all the maps are a little CT-sided, but it can be T-sided depending on how the T's play. And if Rain is, like I said, very good on this map, and they can work this T side to their advantage, they should be able to take a lead. They actually might be able to take a lead going into the flip. And then being on the CT side, they should be able to easily wrap it up. And if Rain is able to do that, they will be the victors of this tournament. And they have taken the lead for the first time here in map number 4. Vanoli finishing the player off right there. Currently looking at the scoreboard here. Resty 0-3. Rakuza 1-4. Not a good showing so far from either of those players. But besides that, pings are fairly close. Rooms having a nice showing so far.
Indeed, he looking mighty fine right now with Colt coming in for a sub, and looking as if
yeah, that sub is something. It'd be interesting to see. Cold 0 coming in. Is he going to be a little cold? Is he warmed up?
Okay, well, A is completely on lockdown.
They've been able to take A here
very soon.
Interesting decision by Follows to move up there towards A entry to plant the bomb. Goes down, picks up the AUG, and is now working to smoke. See the player to his left, trying to find him. Is able to do Cold 0 doubling up. He's reigning playoff alive here. He's using that smoke. I don't know how Geisha found him, man. Firing through the smoke. Smoke can give you a false sense of security sometimes. And Rain has now extended their lead to 2 here. It's 4-2. Rain on the T side looking good.
Take a look at that cash situation.
I know, I was about to say the economy right now.
Filthy rich right now.
Yeah, they're definitely looking good. Economy-wise, on the side of the T's. The CT's struggling a little more with it. I don't know, maybe about 13K to work with versus, I mean, close to 30 on the side of Rain. Even if you lose this round here on the Rain side, you still have plenty of cash to go into the next round with. It's like you need to win this round if you're on the side of Euphoria. Cash is getting a little desperate. 0 trying to get a kill. He's only blue there in that kill feed. Quickly traded out by Fallis. Rooms working the FP6, thinking about coming up down the stairs. Oh man, missed the shotgun shot. Geisha popping his top like soda pop. And it's I know I did. I was watching that, man.
That was nutty. Chat, let us know who you think is going to take this map and potentially the Fireteams tournament finals. Let us know who you think, Euphoria or the other side of things, Team Rain. Let us know, and let us know as well with the chat or with the margin. It could be 13-4, 13-3, 13-12, 13-10. Who knows? Let us know, and we'll see who was kind of closest. Ecstasy.
Oh, Rakuza easily gonna have 3K right there. Trying to go for the 4th. Ordered that 3-piece brisket meal. See somebody else back there by connector. Flashbang rolling up. Melody down to 15. Vanoli right behind him. CT's currently have a little bit of an advantage here in this round. Rakuza finds Melody. Trying to go for the ace here. Yeah, I know. Rusty right now watching his teammates back as he pushes up. Vanoli puts down Rakuza, preventing him from getting that ace. but only still rocking with 100 HP. Checking corners right now, trying to decide which they want to go. Resty, see, right now with the sniper rifle, sighted down towards that side. Connector and banana there. But only working time, 40 seconds to work with here on the clock. Bomb is over towards A. At this point, you're probably going to need to play for kills. Because you can get the CT players.
Yeah.
Surrounded the bomb there. Really no point in trying to get it and get the bomb planted. And that's what Vanoli is doing here. Working corners right now, but time is not on your side. CT spawn being checked right now. Resty moving around. Does not realize where Vanoli's at. Zero, though, comes down the stairs.
Zero.
What you doing to my spawn, he says.
Right there. Cash looking a little bit better. Looking a little bit better for the CTs. T's still fairly flush with cash for the most part. Got some 9.4Ks. Yeah, okay. Cash situation for the T's are they're Gucci. They're set.
Yeah, they easily can lose a couple rounds and still be looking good. This is a round. Euphoria needs to take this next round though. Multiple grenades being bought here. Oh my lord! What just happened over there? Cold Zero finding ecstasy.
Oh, it's just carnage. Absolute pure carnage.
Yeah, big altercation going down there towards B elbow. T's have taken the B bomb site. The CTs need to quickly make the rotation over towards here. Actually, they're already here. They need to retake this bomb site very quickly. One player coming up from behind on the CT side. I believe will be coming through B elbow. Geisha eliminating Resty. Recursive coming through. Finds one. Looking for the next.
That was...
Geisha is there working corners. Rooms finds him. And he will be able to defuse the bomb. Great communication there. Moving in together as a squad on the Euphoria side. They will be able to defuse the bomb and cut the gap Rain had created back down to 1. 5-4 here. It's looking like we might go into flip 6-6 again, man.
Rooms actually opted to not put down the AUG, and he opted to not pick up the ratio and actually stuck with the AUG instead.
I think that's a good decision.
I think that's a good decision as well. Because so far this map has been very aggressive for both sides. It's not really like any like layback sniper or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I assume it's the right call. Oh, who got nice
Melody,
Melody,
man, coming up here. Finally put a couple kills around the board to get the night kill on Melody. Humiliating him a little bit. Get in through as he tries to come check the mailbox he's hiding right there. No, I think that is a good decision not to pick that ratio up because you're not playing in a match right now where it's slow pace. That sniper rifle would come in, maybe you get a kill with it, but probably pretty quickly trade it out. Mixes trying to help his teammate out here. Vanoli rocking the head glitch right now, waiting for the bus to show up. I don't think it's going to show up in time for him. Oh, Mixage is going to be able to land a shot on him, and EU has tied it back up. Honestly, could be 6-6 here on the flip, or maybe a 7-5 Euphoria lead.
True. I don't know what's going on in terms of... Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, Night Plaza is a CT-sided map. Really, all the maps are a little CT-sided. But like I said, it does depend on how you play on that T side. If you play just right on the T side to get the, you work this B elbow here, you can't have a T-sided map. Oh man, that was a big mistake there from Mix. It just gets pounded as he comes around the corner there. Ecstasy and Fall is down there. Fall is helping his teammate Ecstasy stay alive there. 2 versus 3 now. Rooms with 6 HP moves back here towards A.
Wreck. $2v2.
Ecstasy coming from above. Throws that frag out there. Teammate Vanoli should be coming out of the corner here and help him out. There's a CT player down here on the ground. It's Rakuza. Has the angle, has getaway's position. Peeking out over there. They're trying to get to this bomb. Rakuza has been eliminated. The bomb should be planted. This would be a nice plant here for Rain. Go ahead and get the cash advantage. 6 HP to Room's name. Oh, man.
Oh, my
Somehow he's able to get the angle on Vanoli. Pop at his top like soda pop. Just
6 HP now.
So easy. I know, 6 HP to work with. Smoke grenade is down, giving a little bit of cover, but it's just positioned a little too far to the right, and Ecstasy is going to eliminate him here. T-Rain has retaken their lead here. It's 6-5. We're gonna have a 6-6 flip. I think we're gonna go into the flip man 6-6. I'm feeling it.
I'm feeling it too.
Maybe
I
not,
think
though.
so as well.
I mean, you don't need to hold back on buying anything on the Euphoria side, even though you're a little lower in cash. No need to hold back on Rain. Most of the players have plenty of cash to work with. They can do a full buy and still be situated if we weren't going into the flip nicely. That's what they have done. Melody working the SG. Rakusa coming to the corner, going to double up there on Melody and Vanoli respectively bumping back here into the corner. Keisha the first to strike here on the T's. Doubling up, quickly eliminated by Rakusa though, before he can do more damage to his team. It is going to be a 6-6 flip, man. Unless some XT is able to clutch this up. Nope. Hatch is there. Nope. Hacking together a nice little kill. It's 6-6. As we go into the flip, we are close.
I'm curious to see if the sub for Hatch, so Cold Zero, if it was ideal and or smart to take Cold out, because Cold was at, I believe, 9 and 8 for a KD. So he was definitely putting in some work when it comes to the kills, the frags. Maybe we'll see, but Hatch coming back in and Cold out as a sub.
Yeah, I think the decision to bring Hatch back in just because he's a little more warmed up than Cold is. Oh man, Rakusa striking big here, doubling up already. Keisha finds Hatch, opening up for the CT side. Rakusa fighting another one, going for the fourth. Maroon's going to take that away from him, and Euphoria quickly taking the pistol round here on the flip, and will have the cash advantage as we move into round number 8. This is do or die for them. You're now on the T side. Rain has a CT advantage. This is a map Rain is excellent on, very proficient at. You do have the server advantage out there. There's a lot of things, a lot of conflicting information, stats going back and forth here. It's really anybody's game at this point. Euphoria, though, needs to win this round and win it by at least 3. I believe it's 3 in order to, in order to go into map number 5 and choose a server.
Holy moly, 1v3 and just wrecking the whole crew right there. 6-8, Euphoria. Euphoria leads by 2.
Wasn't what happened on map number? It was map number 2, I believe, right? It was 6-6 tied, and then all of a sudden, Team Rain loses it by 6, or loses it by 7. It was.
I think I
believe it was map number 2. They didn't win a single round on the flip.
Euphoria just decided to, hey, let's
turn it on.
Pedal to the metal. Yeah, turn it up real quick.
Be interesting to see if we have a repeat of that. A little bit of deja vu going on right now. Vanoli's first strike. SC coming in there, putting down rooms. Rakusa gonna quickly turn it out for 2 damage to his team. Vanoli's there, trying to stay alive. Finds Mixage. And is also gonna put down Rakusa as he picks up the SG in hand. He might be able to clutch this up here. Resty finishing him off. Geisha coming around the corner there, but doesn't need to because Follis is there. Team Rain preventing that snowball from being formed here on the Euphoria side and keeping that lead Euphoria has only down to 1.
Bro, that was some nutty critical ops right there. First little bit, maybe a kill or 2, and then boom, just a whole flurry of just carnage. Straight up pure, just unadulterated carnage. Taking a look at the scoreboard really quickly, faultless at 13 apiece for Team Rain on that side of things. And then Euphoria, actually Rakusa at 16 and 11, Room 16 and 9. Looking very nice, at least for the top 2 for Euphoria. 8-7 is the round count in favor of Euphoria. Rakusa picks up right there a kill with the not the AK, rather the Deagle. And this is now a 3 versus 5 in favor of the T's. And I do believe this bomb is going to be planted very soon. If they can actually get onto a site, they haven't committed to a site yet. I think they were trying to push up towards the backside on the left. But Flawless says, "Hey, what are you guys doing? You guys taking too much time, too long to go to a site." They should have done that a little sooner because they had that advantage, that 5v3 advantage. Definitely could have done something with that. Now ultimately it's dwindled down to a 3 versus 2. Still favorable as I say that. Vanoli in the corner, faultless as well, finding a nice kill of his own. And Vanoli saying, "Hey, you can't kill me. I'm the gingerbread man." 8-8 right now, folks. All tied up as we go into this next round. Not my gumdrop buttons. Bro, Shrek's a classic, dude.
Dude, no kidding. I watched the second one the other night.
I think the third one was a little, it wasn't too great, to be honest, from what I remember.
The fourth was really, really off, but third was okay. Had some good jokes in it. Here in round number 17, that is map number 4. Who would always open it up here? Keisha! Oh my lord, they're just feeding him right now, and Rain has retaken the lead. Vanoli going to the buffet, and Keisha picking up some scraps.
You can't be doing that. It's the finals of a major tournament. You can't be doing that. You can't just funnel in. Guys, come on. I don't know. On the other side of things, you can look at it this way. You look at it at Rain, just had the superior game sense there. I don't know. Tossing smoke, Vanilla. A little bit of the AFK variety right now. A whole bunch of smokes going down.
I don't know what Resty's doing.
Oh, Resty gets tagged up as he tries to push up towards A. Pulls out the pistol, gets
It's working out for him. Did that grenade propel him forward?
I think so.
I believe Euphoria is getting to the point where they might be going to panic it just a little bit.
Little frantic, yeah.
Little frantic player.
Like it.
Yeah, you're playing this eco. You're trying not to lose, but sometimes you need to lose this round. Playing the eco.
That's looking like it's it. The eco definitely not in their favor. Not none of the T's favor right now. Euphoria looking like they're struggling.
Yeah, they're making. I think they're making some bad decisions. Resty deciding to pull out the sniper rifle on the T side. Why? You need to go A if you're using the ratio, at least in my opinion. But it looks like they're beginning to favor B already here. I just don't think it's a good decision. Faultless has opened up here with the Euratio kill of his own.
Nice early frag from Faultless with the U ratio coming in handy. A minute 30 left in this round. 5-4 in terms of player count for Rain, rather. Mixaged. Woohoo! All tied up. 4-4 player count. They're just chilling. They're just doing their thing, waiting on over to see if maybe anyone's going to commit to a bomb site for the T's. And yeah, you got some wrestling going on over here.
That sniper decision, man, I think is so foolish on Resty's side. You've been struggling so far. You pull out the sniper. You're going to lose it, and you only have 100 cash left in the account. And if your team loses this round, it can easily be match point.
If you get this snipe, then okay, but you didn't. Yeah, right? And
it's
your
difficult.
Player died, your teammate died.
Man, you choked another opportunity.
I don't want to knock the guy too hard because we're not playing. We don't know what's going on, but that definitely, from a caster's perspective, does not look like the optimal choice.
Hey, but if you are on Team Rain or a Team Rain fan, you have to be excited about this. 2 rounds away from them locking in the victory here in map number 4. It's beginning to look like we're not going to make it to map number 5. Rain looks like server. They don't care about the server, man. They'll come in and win on any server as long as it's a map that they like. Faultless, man, opening it up once again with the sniper rifle from the mail crate, jumping down, dodging those dogs. Come around the corner, going to sight down. Oh, man, just barely misses that player. Comes from the smoke, is able to escape with his life. Comes out with a no-scope on Resty.
Return to sender, says Faultless.
And Rakuza doubling up, quickly traded out by XC, preventing any more damage being done to his team. The remaining player here is going to be Rooms. 1, popping the reload, trying to go for the other. 2 players left to work with. Doesn't have the right angle. Vanoli gets him, and it's now match point here for Team Rain.
Yeah. I don't want to sound as if it's I don't want to sound as if it's all said and done right now, but it's never
look
gonna,
that way.
Yeah, no, it's never said and done, but it's definitely looking that way, Jake. 100%. Especially the KD. The KD, not always, a perfect indicator, but in this case, 5-15, 3-8 for the lower end of things, and then everyone else is just kind of sporadic all over the place. And Faultless again with the first blood, man. Like, y'all gotta stop peeking him. This is slaughter.
It really is. At this point, the T's look scared, huddled back here. A-Long, trying to find something, makes it able to get a kill. Rakuza getting another one, evening the body count board up, a little bit of shots being fired over there, but runs out of ammo, and that is all she wrote here for Team Euphoria. Rain are your Fireteams champions. Congratulations to Team Rain. You have won the Fireteams tournament, beating out Euphoria in map number 4. You have won this series. Congratulations to them. You are the champions.
GG's, holy moly, that was some nutty gameplay right there. I think it came down to partly map, but mainly the way that Rain played the eco rounds and then played the rounds afterwards in terms of the weaponry, their choices. Because, like you mentioned, Jake, why are you pushing, or why are you purchasing a Euphoria, a sniper, when you're teased trying to push into sites? Like, for this map, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It never paid off, and you kept trying to push it. You kept trying to force it. Why? It didn't work out.
Yeah, it didn't work out. It was a bad decision right there towards the end. Euphoria began to panic a little bit. They weren't getting. They had the server advantage. They didn't win enough wins. Enough rounds on the CT side. They're on the T side, and they just didn't have the right strategy put together to take the bomb site and hold it, take it away from the CTs, and ultimately, man, that is just better played there on even Euphoria's server. I mean, I think you had maybe a little bit of cockiness coming from Resty, trying to pull that sniper rifle out. You want to try to hit some shots here, mount the comeback. You're on your home server, but it just didn't pull. It's never a good decision when you're on the T side, at least in my opinion. I don't even if you're Pomage, man, to pull out the sniper rifle, you only got about 4,200 cash to work with total. You're down 2, and then you're on offense, man. No, especially on a map like Plaza. Ultimately, Rain just had them fall into their hand. They just fed them those last few rounds, and they gobbled them up. Congratulations to Rain on winning the tournament. I just want to quickly look back here at the bracket to see where we started and where we got to, where we ended today.
Indeed. Just want to mention really quickly, well done to both teams. Of course, Rain coming out on top of the Critical Ops Fireteams tournament. Congratulations to them. But on the other side of things, Euphoria coming in clutch as well for a large majority of the tournament. And regardless of how it ended right now, you cannot knock the fact that they made it, and they definitely did indeed go the distance. They didn't get 3-0'd. So they had their chance, they had their moments, and I'm not knocking them at all. This is a very good result for both teams, whichever way you look at it, really. Because if you win, yes, great, amazing, love it. If you lose, it allows you to develop and further develop what you've maybe been lacking in, right? Obviously, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, but at the very least, on the other side of the coin, you can see where you went wrong and try and fix it. Whether or not that happens in terms of, them sticking together or them sticking to their roots and playing, that's a different story. But at the very least, the result is there, which will enable you to make that decision to get better, to improve, and to possibly come out on top in a next Critical Ops tournament over here at Mobile Esports. So at the very least, you guys can't be super down on yourselves, can't be hard. Good game all around for Euphoria as well as Team Rain. Congratulations again. You are the 2020 Critical Ops Fireteams Tournament champions, brought to you by Mobile Esports. And could not be happier over here, Jake, with the amount of just amazing plays that we saw all around.
Competition was great. There was great communication between both teams, and it was just furthering your point there for Euphoria. Having a loss there, it's definitely frustrating, but no need to get down on yourself. You have to fail in order to succeed. As frustrating as that is, you have to. Failing is one of the best things that can possibly happen to you, as long as you have a positive mindset about it. Failing allows you to get better. It allows you to go back to your drawing board, see where you failed, and hopefully come out in the next tournament swinging. Congratulations once again to Team Rain. Thank you so much. We do appreciate the positive comments down there in the comment section. And once again, congratulations to Team Rain on winning the tournament. Chat,
Indeed.
If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe and ring the notification bell. And while you're down there doing that, playing around down there, check out the down thingy down below, the comment or the description above the comment section. Actually, is it above? Yeah, it is still above the comment section because they moved the comment section around the mobile devices.
All over the place.
Follow us on Twitter at esports_mobile. Join our Discord server. We definitely recommend that you do so. You can get notified when we go live. You can get connected to many people in the community, no matter what game you play, whether it's Critical Ops, Forward Assault, Call of Duty Mobile. We have tons of individuals in there that play all these different games, and you get in touch with them, maybe get you into a team, a clan, whatever the case may be, or find somebody play some free-for-all with. Maybe more of a solo play. I don't know what the case may be, but it's a great place to find other players, like yourself that are interested in the same game you are to play, as well as you get access to the mobile esports shop, where you can go ahead and head on in there with those MES credits that you can win from community events as well as tournaments to go ahead and buy yourself some goodies. Crosby, you got anything else you want to say before we head on out of here?
I do indeed just want to mention really quickly the prize pool that these players were playing for, and that ultimately Team Rain did, receive because of their, or will be receiving because of their amazing and fantastic display of talent right there, and ultimate champion. So really quickly, 500 in cold hard dollary so dollars, 500, amazing cash prize right there, 500. On top of that, we got this special weapon in-game skin that only the winning team will get, only them, nobody else will get that. Super dope there. Mobile esports in-game emblem as well, so only winning team will get that. Can't say more about that. It's super fantastic, a really sweet emblem. Then on top of that, you're also going to be getting in-game credits, so use them however you'd like. A whole bunch of in-game credits. And then on top of that, as if that weren't enough, right? As if that weren't enough to get your tummy, your stomach, fired up to win and to play. You got the G Fuel products. Just blue ice, chug that, and just instantly get wired up and have a nice focused and then a good amount of energy to do your best in whatever you so choose to do. And then on top of that, you also have your 500 mobile esports credits, which you can redeem for stuff in the mobile esports Discord with the bot. So they can be like you were mentioning, a Switch Lite, G Fuel tubs, and a whole bunch of other things as well. And we keep adding things as well, and a spot in our mobile esports record Hall of Fame. It's an amazing and prestigious thing to do, or thing to have your name etched into. Very dope, a whole bunch of things. And thank you for tuning in, everybody. Really do appreciate it. Like Jake said, ring that notification bell, hit that sub button if you do want to get notified on when we go live with new tournaments as well as community events, because we do community events. But yeah, well, that's all I got for y'all today.
Chat, and also don't forget to use code esportsmobile right now, 30% off anything on gfuel.com. Holidays are nearing if you're here in the States, if you celebrate Christmas, or maybe you just want to, maybe you don't, maybe you just want to get yourself a nice little gift. Now is the perfect opportunity to go ahead and do so. Code esports mobile, get you 30% off anything at gfuel.com. Definitely recommend using it, taking advantage of it while you can. Not only do you save some cash on the amazing product that is G Fuel, but you help us out here at Mobile Esports, which we do greatly appreciate. Chat, that is all for us today. Make sure to subscribe. You have rung the notification bell. We have more exciting stuff to come, more tournaments for not only Critical Ops, but other mobile games as well. With all that being said, Sudden Death here, signing out. Crosby, got anything else you want to say?
Just go ahead and check out Jake and I in the description as well towards the bottom, and I'll also pop those links in the chat if you guys want to get more of our faces. But that's all I got for y'all today. Thank you very much for tuning in, and check us out in the description below, and hit that sub and notification bell. See you in the next one.
Peace, y'all.
Please.
Every night is like a daze, but I feel embraced as I know I'm running late. Let's wait just one more day. I know I'm running away from moments. What am I becoming? I guess something's broken. I guess something's broken.